Rock the cradle of hate. Rock the cradle of hate. I want to see a day where they reach a goal before they even start. Can we reach this for the stars, my good friends, my tomatinos? You don't get to fucking say tomatinos. That's their word, bro. But thank you for the money and all, but you don't get to just drop tomatinos like that belongs to you. Are you a tomato?
Yeah, seriously.
You are not a tomato, sir.
Cultural appropriation much, dude.
I know. It's fucking hideous. Late. What up? We're not that late, okay? We're 4 minutes late. Scotty is 5 minutes late and fucking counting. You know? So
True.
Fucking hate on Scotty. Hate on Scotty, not us. We're here at least. Scotty ain't even here. All right? I mean, he's coming. Supposedly, I'll be here. I didn't know stuff was gonna take time. It does. Really? It does. You know that? Were you aware that things you do take up time?
I mean, apparently I learned today. Today I learned.
That's a TIL.
Yeah.
It's only the third day of a 7-day binge. You know, you're a good fucking binger if you know that. Like, if you know by the third day exactly, like, this is gonna be a 7-day binge. I mean, what if you're wrong? You know,
is it really a binge if you're planning out how long it is?
I mean, I'm just thinking, like, maybe you know the nature of your binges so well that you can fucking foresee, like, yeah, this one's probably gonna go about 7 days. But maybe you're right.
I'm gonna look up the word binge and see if that's even.
Yeah, I don't know. That's true, because like if you're on the third day of a 7-day binge, how the fuck do you know?
Right.
What if
like
you
I thought a
out?
binge was like out of control, right?
Right.
Unrestrained and often excessive indulgence. That's the number one.
So it sounds like there's a little bit of contrivance in this binge.
So yeah, if you're saying a 7-day binge, then it's restrained. Then it's not a binge anymore.
Yeah. Unless you say it's the third day of a 7-day binge, and then it turns out to be like a 26-day binge or something,
Right.
I follow the wise Tomat, wouldn't wish to offend the great Tomat. I retract my use of the T. Yeah, you damn right you do. It's a great stream when wrenches no show. Bullshit. When the word binge was first popularized, I thought it meant getting drunk while watching TV. What?
Yeah, you're stupid.
I mean, think about, we have kind of ruined the word binge, because now binge is just like, oh, I totally binge season 6 of, it's like it's dead.
That's not a binge, dude.
Yeah,
sitting around in a puddle of your own fucking stank watching a show all day is not a binge, dude.
Man, look, what's Tony Soprano gonna do now, man? How's he gonna respond to that? That's not a binge. Binge is like, I did some cocaine and I crashed my car and, into a fucking school bus or something, that's a binge.
Yes.
This is for the chat. Don't be stingy today. Hey, look, when it comes to super chats, you got your fucking buku days and you got your nuku days. All right. Guest Marilyn Manson. Yes, that's actually Manson. I know he sounds exactly like Paul and is probably going to have the same opinions as Paul, but trust me, it's not Paul.
Yeah,
Manson.
That's Manson.
It's 100% Manson, bro. $1. $1.
That's one more dollar than we had before they gave us $1.
I agree. So. You always binge and purge so you can binge again the next weekend. Yeah, I mean, binge does tend to have a lot of different meanings for a lot of different people. That's true. Manson picked up a very flattering PFP. Amen.
You know what, dude?
What?
I know we've made fun of Fat Manson, but I think Manson looks fucking glorious no matter what, dude.
Oh yeah.
I'm revealing my real thoughts on Manson, and I think he looks great no matter what he chooses to do.
I always said, I'd if he was like 400 pounds and singing in the nursing home or whatever, I'd still be there. Be like, fuck yeah. Salt and Pepper, Fighting Cucks, Scotty and the Pug, I guess. I just did a scene with Nicole Kidman. It was cool. I don't know if I believe you, but you know what? You're giving me money, so I guess I do. And he's joined by Lance Sloan, devout Christian. Full weed donkey. Indeed.
Weed Donkey's probably happy that you gave him some money.
Yeah, he's not here tonight, but you know, you never know when Weed Donkey might fucking drop on by.
He only shows up when he's needed.
TJ, ever see Manson in the show Californication? Yeah, I did see that. I thought it was
TJ's seen everything, Manson.
Yes.
If Manson's in a thing, he's seen it, dude. You don't need to ask.
Thanks for caring enough to show up, unlike Scotty. Amen. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to propose that all these super chats that come in before Scotty shows up are just you and me are splitting those. You don't get a cut. He wasn't here.
I don't think that's the way it works, but hey, I'm fine with that.
It is now. I literally had $1, so I gave it to you. Cool. Thank you. You're appreciated. We love you. All right.
So I gotta tell you, TJ.
Yes. What's up?
Not a lot in the tank tonight, man. We've been doing this. This has been a long cycle for us.
Yes. It's been a minute. This
Not
is our
a lot in the tank.
We are doing we're doing an off week next week.
Yeah.
So we will have a little time to recharge. But you know, I don't know. I might be running on fumes, but knowing it's the last show kind of gives me a little bit of an extra oomph. But I'm definitely trying. I definitely feel like I'm spreading too little butter on too much toast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know that sound that like when you get to the bottom of your soft drink from McDonald's and it's like that's where I'm at right now, dude. There's just little sputters of orange soda left at the bottom, you know.
Have you guys given Based Not Just Bikes a watch? What the fuck are you talking about? What is that? His last video was about the dangers of the increased size of cars over the last 40 years. I have no idea what the hell you're even talking about, bro. You're insane. You've lost your mind. Thank you for the $10. If Weed Donkey and Cocaine Bear fought, Weed Donkey would just toke up and Cocaine Bear, there would be no fight. Yeah, I mean, Weed Donkey's not a fighter, dude. He's a lover.
He's a lover for sure.
Money from a lords, don't spend it all in one place unless it's for drugs. Yes, that's fair. I think we all agree to that. All right.
Dude, if I ever meet cummy nipples, I'm going to jizz all over their nipples, dude.
Yeah, make sure that they're fucking live up to their name. Why is Paul better than TJ and Scotty combined? I don't know. It's just this luck of the draw.
Did bigger autocorrect to better there?
I don't know. I've been packing on the pounds since.
Oh yeah,
you're
heading the wrong direction, TJ. You're doing so well.
Yeah, at least I started lifting again, but like I need to definitely try to like lose some weight again too.
When I went to the doctor the other day, I'd actually lost a decent little chunk of weight, so I'm heading in the right. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we trade.
We're inverting. We're like inverses of each other. Yeah. Do you like farting or pissing more? I like rumbly fart personally. I mean, pissing is kind of inconvenient, whereas a fart, you can pretty much let it loose anywhere.
Dude, you know what I love?
Especially the less, concern you have for the world around you.
Yeah.
I'm almost at that Biden point of just like, I'll shit my pants in front of the Pope. Who gives a rat's ass?
I love a piss fart. Like that morning piss fart. Oh man, that's good shit.
Oh yeah, that's true. When you like go to take your first morning piss and that fart starts to like happen back like
yeah, you just got up. You just got up and it like knocks something loose in there, and you're just dude, a piss fart, man.
Yeah, piss fart. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about motherfucking piss fart. Yeah. Everybody love the piss fart, baby. I mean, honestly, fuck the Pope. The Pope's a piece of shit. We even have a story about the Pope later, so we'll see. We'll see what a fucking
not the current Pope.
Not the current Pope, but everyone's fucking favorite Pope, though. If you like popes, you like the motherfucker.
That is true.
And we're gonna tell you. We're gonna tell you why you shouldn't. Fuck that guy. He's a douchebag. All right, so check it out. We're gonna have to definitely go over these again. I'm not gonna spend too much time on them this first run through, since we only have 383 in here right now.
Yeah, you gotta let people fucking wander in, you know.
We'll let them file in, but I'll give you guys a brief little, summary since you guys have been donating. Let you know what you're paying for. So here's our goals for the night. For 150, we're going to have the infinite stupidity of Lauren Boebert. Okay? It's,
dude, her name just sounds like a stupid person, dude.
Dude, I mean, that night of remember when the gigantic red wave just washed across the land,
Yeah.
No, when when the red spotting started in the national panties, it seemed like Lauren Boebert was pretty fucking close to losing. I was just like, please lose, please lose, please lose. Of course, she of all people managed to, and I knew it beforehand too, because Tim Pool fucking put out a tweet that was like, looks like Lauren Boebert might be out. I'm like, fuck, she's in. The reverse oracle never fucking fails. So, and then she won, and she's been on she must be trying to fucking run for VP or something, because, I mean, maybe she's even going to try to run for fucking P, but there's no fucking way.
No.
But she might be angling to be VP, because she seems like she's upping the quality of her stupidity lately. Yeah. She's definitely got some wacky, wild, stupid horse shit going on. For $300, we got some religious fails. A little compilation of, religious leaders and religious people failing spectacularly in hilarious ways. And I think that this sort of like new atheist style content is more needed now than it was at the time it was popular. So I'm going to continue to fucking rag on religion as hard as I can for the foreseeable future until the last fucking religious person is gone from the face of the earth. 450, we got Florida Man birthdays. We're going to look at different stories of Florida Man that take place on the 3 of our birthdays. Hopefully Scotty will actually show up before we do that. $600, we got some funny ass 1-star reviews. People like to roast a place. We're gonna see some of those little roasts. See what people had to say about some terrible experiences. Maybe sometimes those people will be in the wrong. Maybe sometimes they'll be in the right. Who knows? We'll see. $750. We got Ben Shapiro is mad at Andrew Tate, literally for the stupidest fucking reason possible.
Oh yeah.
And you would think, Ben Shapiro and Andrew Tate, anything that involves both of those names is automatically just like fucking poison. And it's no exception. I don't know if we're actually going to see Andrew Tate in it, but I know what it's about. So we'll talk a little bit more about that later. For $1,000, we got the individual segment situation. What's going on? What's going on? I don't know. Subscribe, and I also want to remind you guys, subscribe to the Onion Nuggetz channel. It's linked down below. We got new clips daily. Hit the fucking alert bell on that motherfucker. We also want you to join our Patreon, because we got the Conspiracy Theory Gauntlet on March 31st. Also, if you join our Patreon, you can look at our previous gauntlets on Jordan Peterson, Andrew Tate, and religious hucksters. And you can also watch tonight's Grease Trap. We're going to do some ugly city tours. We're going to take a Google tour of some of America's fuggliest locales. And we have a new Patreon goal. When we reach 5,000 patrons, we will do the Manatee Gauntlet.
Yep. Shit. You guys are gonna have to buy in if you want us.
Yeah, if you want it, you better fucking you better make us, because we don't. Maybe I can't say we totally don't want to, but no one really wants to spend 6 hours with the manatee, right?
I pretty much don't want to. So
right. So you're gonna have to bribe us a little. So there you go. That's what's going on in our little world here. So Cloud Massacre gave 99 cents. Thank you so much. And
look, religion's bad. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I mean, all of them. I can't think of a good one. I don't know. If a good one comes along, I'll let you know. Hey, Trump's here. Hey, Trump.
Yeah. Look, I know you two bozos may think your co-host Scotty's late, but he's got a letter from his president right here saying he is completely and utterly not late. He is, in fact, on time, and you guys are late. So I want you to know this podcast is late.
He's got a letter from Joe Biden?
The Rio president. Me.
Joe Biden?
No, wrong.
Joseph R. Biden.
This is low energy fake news media. Yeah, look, now this fake news media is attacking me again. This is really sad. Just want to say that Scott Kirk is completely on time, totally on time. It was not late at all. And if you bozos say otherwise, the RNC and the Republican Party will sue you. Will sue you into oblivion. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
I remember talk of a 12-hour manatee gauntlet scammed again. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll be 12 hours. We haven't really decided on the length yet.
Hey guys, so I had the president
link.
You got the president have my excuse note, dude. How you like that?
I love it. I think it's.
I mean, like, you want to question that shit, but I got, the former president. Obviously, I don't agree with Mr. Trump on that. But I mean, whatever. Let's not split hairs.
Look, I mean, far be it from me to criticize the president or the previous president or anybody who could ever be president. Obviously,
Scotty, I love you, but that impression is horrible. Are you retarded? Like, that's not me. That was the president of the United States.
Yeah, it's not an impression. You've been looking at too much AI content, buddy. You forgot what Trump really sounds like.
I'm sorry that your brain doesn't work right. But that was the president of the United States, or used to be. Obviously, the former president.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad for you. I apologize that you think it's a horrible impression of our former president, but that wasn't me.
I think everybody's going to have to adjust their Trump impersonation because that one, it was too high energy now, dude. Trump is like...
Scotty is the worst. Oh, really?
Trump is on fucking downers now. Have you heard him lately?
I'm the worst. Well, you're the gonest. How about that?
Damn, Scotty. That could have been a fucking paying customer. And now, what is he? Nothing. Nothing, Scotty. Look what you done. Look what you done.
That's what he is. He's gone. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Trump is kind of dead. I don't know. I feel that's why I'm kind of like, I know that a lot of people have said like, oh man, it's gonna be Trump again for sure because there's more excitement, I guess, and like the base and shit. But like, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be able to bring the thunder on the GOP debate stage like he did last time. He's gonna have to fucking snap out of his goddamn coma for a second. We'll see.
Yeah, that when he announced his candidacy, dude, that was just pitiful.
I mean, that was the worst fucking speech.
He locked people in the room. It was so bad.
Yeah, they were like trying to prevent people from leaving because we're just like,
they didn't try. They did. People were like, I didn't do the exits. They're like, sorry, this event is not open.
Fuck you. I'm getting out of here. I need to go. This sucks. I need to piss. Paul, why are you so amazing?
That's a good question. Paul, why?
I love you, Paul.
I was just born that way, man. I can't help it.
Yeah. Oh, I take it. Take it there.
Okay, so let's do some stupid ass bullshit news. Regulators shut down Silicon Valley Bank in biggest collapse since 2008 financial crisis. The FDIC took over the lender, the 16th largest U.S. bank and tech industry favorite, after a run on deposits and concerns about a broader crisis that led investors to dump other bank stocks. So Silicon Valley Bank, one of the tech sector's favorite lenders, is shutting down. The California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation said Friday that it is taking over and closing the distressed bank to protect deposits, naming the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation as its receiver. The FDIC has formed a separate entity where all insured SVB deposits will be available by Monday morning. The closure marks the biggest bank failure since the 2008 financial crisis and the second largest in U.S. history after Washington Mutual collapsed during that industry-wide meltdown, according to FDIC data. As of the end of December, the Santa Clara, California Bank, the 16th largest bank in the country, had $209 billion in assets with more than $175 billion in deposits. As with other FDIC member banks, SVB deposits are insured up to $250,000 per depositor. But the FDIC has yet to determine how many of those deposits exceed the insurance limit, and the agency said it would be working over the weekend to pin that down.
Yet again, I'm just not worried about it. I mean, look, if the planet's literally on fire and no one's worried about that, why should I care if the financial system collapses?
First FTX collapses and then SVB for basically the same reasons. I flipped when I saw this man. I was 11 during 2009. Here we go again.
Oh, yeah, FTX is just a total nightmare. I mean, that's just a nightmare thing that people just keep investing in just garbage. It's like,
so here's another headline that's a little bit more salacious, I guess. Kind of what you expect from the New York Post. Silicon Valley Bank meltdown sparks contagion fears. We found our Enron. So I guess the big question is this going to be just a repeat of 2008? I've seen a lot of concerns from various people that are, are tuned into the stock market and like the financial sector of this country, just kind of like predicting a new recession for quite some time now.
Well, they want a recession.
Is this what kicks that off?
Well, no. Well, corporate America wants a recession. The only ones talking about recession is them. But if you actually look at any of the economic data that's come out, it's like, oh, there's too many people getting hired in jobs and stuff. Like they're actually sad because dude, to them, it's like they want the prices of stocks and shit and securities to go down. They want to gobble up these smaller companies. They want their market share. So like they love recessions. People go like, oh man, we don't want a recession. It's bad for business. It's still going to be great for business. When you're at the very top of the game of capitalism, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's in the boom cycle or the bust cycle or whatever the fuck it is. Boom cycle, you make more money. Bust cycle, you still make a bunch of money.
A small pittance, all this humble servant can afford. I beg a blessing from my Lord Saltesh. There you go.
I would be excited about this if I thought that this was actually going to like punish the people responsible, but it's really just going to land on my doorstep and yours and everybody else's to bail this out again. So
100%. Yep.
Hey, American people.
Hey guys.
Look
here again. Empty your pockets.
Guys, I'm sorry, but we've done it again.
And of course, what is Congress going to do? Immediately take up a bill. Oh my God, we've got to bail out these companies immediately. What about all these other people who are suffering? Fuck them. These bankers can't lose their shit. TJ, how will that banker be able to buy another Gulfstream jet? No, he's not going to be able to.
Bail him out. Bail him out.
He's going to have to
sell again.
His Jackson Hole property. He's going to have to ski in Vail this year. Oh no.
Oh, fuck. Hey guys, are we finally getting a house like 2008? I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Probably not. They probably learned from their mistake last time, and they're gonna prop up the fucking housing market so that nobody can afford it.
Well, a big part of that too is private equity companies have bought up a bunch of apartments and housing. You have your Airbnbs. You have a lack of affordable housing, or actually housing that actually makes sense being built. Like most housing being built, if you even look at it, is for higher end homes. So it's like if you're hoping for that, nothing in the current system is doing anything to address that problem. Just besides going, well, interest rates are the problem. It's like, no, it's unaffordable to most of the population. That's the problem. It's interest rates. Oh, don't look at this. This bank's collapsing. But like I said, they don't even care. It doesn't even really matter because we've already said the government's either going to intervene and bail them out. That's going to happen, or a giant competitor is going to come along and go, oh, yes, oh, great.
Paul, you got some gross fans, dude.
Yeah, baby.
Dude,
oh, how dream to become Lord Paul's personal bidet. Hey. How would that work? How would you?
He sits in the toy. He sits on the bottom of the toy, and he spits goose juice up in my butt till it's clean.
I don't like it,
dude.
I don't think that should happen.
Just wants to keep giving $10 to say that and live his fantasies out that way. I'm totally fine with it.
Dude, when we do our next meetup, I'll shit right in your face, dude. All you got to do is ask.
Dude, that's beautiful. All right, Goose Juice. Yeah, Paul said it's a date. Just show up to the next meetup, and when Paul's got to take and Paul, you know what you should do, dude? You should fucking have a nasty diet beforehand too. You shouldn't like just.
What do you like? So change nothing.
I guess. Paul's like, what are you talking about, bitch?
Like, I had hot dogs and mac and cheese for lunch. I mean, come on.
Paul's like, I'll eat some corn dogs today just to clean out the old system.
Dude, I've been really like reliving my 8-year-old fucking years recently. I've been eating like a third grader, bro.
Yeah, you said you've been like rewatching a bunch of movies too. You're pretty much just like have like cocooned yourself in like regression at this point.
Have you guys ever had Korean corn dogs?
No.
No.
Dude, you gotta if there's a place around you like the way I tried it is there's a mochi shop around here. They sell like a bunch of the boba teas and stuff like that, and they have Korean
I hate that
corn
shit.
dogs.
I don't know.
Dude,
I might like the Korean corn dog.
Dude,
though.
the Korean corn dogs are fucking legit, dude. If you can find one in your area, I'm telling you, they're fucking delicious as shit. They have one that's half beef hot dog, TJ, and half mozzarella cheese.
I'm all right with that.
And you can get all kinds of like you can have it spicy. You can get like fruity pebbles on top. You can do all kinds of shit. Dude,
Fruity pebbles,
awesome.
you say? Oh fuck!
You got to get a Korean corn dog, TJ. I'm fucking telling you. You haven't lived life till you have one, TJ.
You don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Know your life is.
You stupid fucking prick. You don't even know.
Yeah, you need a Boebert tea.
Dude, these do look fucking great. This is sad to me though, because like Korea is doing better corn dogs than America now. Like fucking talk about the decline. Fuck this goddamn bank collapse that's going on. Korea has us beat on corn dogs now.
They do.
I mean,
that's just let you know. The amazing atheist. Thanks, Tech Noir.
Dude, you need to find that old intro that you had back in like 2009.
The amazing
Yep.
atheist.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, where
still
guys
have
like
that
doing like he's
fucking-
like doing a painting or something.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's got to be out there somewhere, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you gotta find that again.
you probably have it on one of your old channel videos. You could probably just rip it from there.
Sure.
But it'd be shitty quality.
I mean, like the quality of that is like totally shit by today.
Was it like 480p or something?
Maybe it could be recreated. I don't know.
What'd you upload back in the day? 720, I think is what you did usually.
I have no idea.
You're out of line.
I'll tell you what, this guy right here, he's a fun dude. This is the head of the Teamsters talking to some stodgy old Republican senator.
Oh yeah, dude.
This guy looks like a
This is gonna
fucking
be
real
good.
prick. So I mean,
And
that
shit
makes me happy.
Shit gets heated. You'll
This is
see.
gonna be
You-
good.
That's the You're out of line.
I already love it. You out of line.
Let him answer the question.
Hold on. Before we get into it, I'll read your super chat. To another meetup, would you do the West Coast, please, Callie? Yeah, we're gonna be we're looking very seriously right now into a Vegas meetup. So if we
It's close
decide to
enough
do
the
that,
West Coast.
which is pretty close to Cali,
I mean, yeah.
I mean it's like stone's
Like-
throw from fucking LA.
It's like
so
5 hours.
So yeah, there's a pretty good chance of us doing that, and we got some other ones we're thinking about doing in the near future. So we might do a couple meetups this year because we kind of miss it, and we miss fucking hanging out with you guys. I certainly miss the ego boost of it. So
I'm amazing. And all these people say so.
That's the You're out of line. Let him
Actually,
answer the
I have it,
question.
and don't tell me I'm out
You
of
are
line.
out of line.
Don't tell me I'm out of line.
Well, you
I already did.
don't tell me I'm out of line. Don't tell me that.
You know, I love that. I love when you
don't tell
argue with
me-
somebody.
Don't tell me I'm
And
out
I
of
tell
line.
you, and I try to
No.
tell you what to do. It's like, why the fuck would I listen to you? We're in an argument. I'm just gonna go, oh, you know what? Okay, never mind.
TJ, what's it like to be taller, smarter, and more handsome and punctual than Scotty? I mean, that's such a low bar. Who even cares?
I mean,
it's not even a bragging right.
at least I'm not named as Webster. I have that going for me in life. But thanks
Oh,
for your
yeah.
money, bitch.
Yeah. Oops.
Hey, show up to the meetup so I can punch you in the nuts. How about that?
He will do.
I
it.
will do it too. You believe me?
Don't-
Ask these guys. I will do it.
Don't
Unless
tell
you're
him.
actually really tough, then I'll just get my
Yeah.
security guy to do it for me.
Have Tommy from the Bronx do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what? That's perfect. I'll get Tommy to do it.
Dude, Tommy definitely has to just be allowed to come and be event security or whatever. He could just
I
Yeah,
mean,
dude,
if
that's
he's
actually a
there,
good idea.
he's-
I'll get Tommy
he-
to come punch you in the balls.
Yeah, I mean, like Tommy is de facto security the moment he's like in the building. So
best meetup
Yeah.
ever. Hey, dude, we're on the same page.
Don't tell me I'm
You
making
frame
a
you
statement.
frame you
Sir,
frame the statement
you need
like
to
a
shut
tough
your
guy.
mouth
Yeah.
because you don't know
You're gonna
what
tell me
you're
to shut my
talking
mouth?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Hold it. Yeah. Hold it.
Yes, I
Tough
did.
guy. I'm not
Turn it
afraid
up.
of physical.
Turn it
You
up.
don't have
Hold
to be,
it.
but don't sit there and tell me I'm out of line.
Bernie's trying to stop.
Shut
him.
up, Bernie.
Bernie's like, come on.
Stop
you
it.
know?
What? Stop it.
Let
Stop.
it happen, Bernie. Like, what is wrong with you? Let this happen. This guy needs it. This guy needs to be fucking strong-armed by a Teamster. Just let it happen. Put your gavel down, Bernie.
Bernie's like, no, please stop. This is getting us, gentlemen. This is getting us nowhere. It's getting me somewhere.
It seems like we're on the verge of someone actually talking to one of these senators the way they deserve to. Everybody stop it.
Now shut up.
Settle down.
Because we
Sir,
hold
that's
we
not-
hold greedy CEOs
that's
like yourself
not-
accountable.
You call me a greedy CEO.
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Dude, when did these motherfuckers get to start showing up to these congressional meetings all looking like they just like rolled out of bed after a fucking bender last night? Like, where's your tie, you slovenly piece of fucking shit?
Yeah,
Get
put
your
a tie on. Get
your
jacket.
goddamn monkey suit on. Quit showing up looking like you just fucking
that
got out of the
jacket.
gym.
That jacket hanging out behind you.
One second. I gotta. I'm sorry to interrupt this, but yeah. Go ahead and say that to his fucking face, dude.
Oh my
I will
god,
fucking pay
dude.
money to see you fucking go tell him that.
Dude, your balls would fucking literally recede into your body.
Dude, I've only met a couple people in my life
contemplated trying to do that, dude.
that I can tell you I just wouldn't want to fuck with. And Tommy from the Bronx is one of those motherfuckers. So you can be like, Tommy's old. Like, okay, man, maybe he is.
Tommy from the Bronx would literally destroy you and not even fucking his heart. It'd be like Hannibal Lecter. His heart rate wouldn't even fucking
Dude, let me
raise,
tell you
dude.
a story. There was two drunken idiots at one of our meetup in Columbus, and I was about to go deal with them, and Tommy's like, no, don't worry about it, buddy. I got this handled. And I literally turned around probably 2 or 3 minutes later, and those guys just weren't even not on the same block. They were just gone. So I don't know, man.
He
I
ate
wouldn't
them.
try it.
Dude, Tommy could be like 90 years old, bedridden with a colostomy bag, and he would still fuck that pussy up.
Yeah.
You want to attack my salary? I'll attack yours.
Here,
What
go
did you
ahead.
make? What did you make when you owned your company?
When I made my company, I kept my salary down at about $50,000 a year.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, right.
Whatever, dude.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Oh, 50,000 a year. That's it.
How many CEOs have pulled this shit? Oh, I make $1 a year. Remember Steve Jobs and the people famous say, oh, I make it. It's like, no, they don't. They don't make $1.
I make
They
but
live
a
in Silicon Valley.
I make but a tiny shilling. Every decade I make a tiny
Don't have
shilling.
$400 billion in stock options. You know, don't mind that.
It's like Elon claiming he lives in a hovel, you know?
And it's like, yeah, I'm kind of couch surfing at this point, you know?
Like, no, you're not. Can
I
you guys
love
stop?
Elon Jet. You remember that Elon Jet thing where like he's like he's trying to claim to be this humble guy and he's literally flying, like you just watch him like almost every day. He's just jet setting around the world. But it's like, oh yeah, dude, but you just you know, you live a humble life where you just jet set and go all over the world in your private jet, but you're broke and you don't live in one house. Like, yeah, why would you live in one house, dude? Because you can fucking literally live wherever the fuck you want. So it's just a meaningless claim.
Because I invested every penny into it.
Okay. All right. You mean you hid money?
I invested every penny into it.
Damn, this Teamster's not letting up. I love it. Fuck this guy. I don't know who this motherfucker. I don't know what's. I don't know what state Senator Mullen represents or whatever. But you
Let's look it
guys
up.
need to reconsider.
Dude, they should lose statehood.
Yeah, like
Whatever
if you-
state this is should lose their fucking statehood.
He is from, let's see. He's Senator Mullen. Yeah, where's he from?
Dude, I would love to see that start happening. I would in some of these fucking southern states that are just not taking care of their people and shit at all, not even attempting. I would love to see the federal government just be like, all right, you're a district now.
He's a United States Senator from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oh my god, dude. Fucking like
Hey,
nothing of value would be lost if the entirety of Oklahoma just fell into a flaming fucking pit.
Yeah, that's that Oklahoma-shaped pit where the state of Oklahoma once was.
This is the Oklahoma caldera here. As you can see, there used to be a very shitty state here.
Oh,
This guy sounds very silver spoon. Mullen took over his father's business, Mullen Plumbing, at the age of 20 when his father fell ill. He also owns Mullen Properties, Mullen Farms, and Mullen Services.
Where
He
takes
hosted
a
House
meager
Talk, a
salary
home
of
improvement
just
radio program.
$50,000 because he puts all of the money back into the company, Scotty.
Yeah, that his dad started. So yeah, he's a silver spoon motherfucker. Clearly,
he said that's out of line. You
All
said
right,
I was out of
we're
line.
even. We're even.
Oh my god, quit crying to fucking Grandpa Bernie.
you have to go to Bernie. Come on,
Bernie, please jump in.
Help me, Bernie. Help me.
Bernie is telling the truth too much.
That shit-eating grin.
He loves it, dude. Look at the black Teamster guy behind him too. He's fucking. This is the day of his life.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love it.
You think it's smart? You think you're funny?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is really funny.
He's definitely funny. I don't know how smart he is, but he's definitely funny as fuck.
Dude,
Oh,
these committees are a lot of the business of Congress where they do shit like this. And I'll tell you what, they're usually just boring, stuffy ass affairs, even if it's super relevant to what's going on in the country. But this shit is just like a special fucking thing. It really is. And honestly, you just don't really see people go at it like this. I mean, like maybe on a few divisive issues like abortion. Me and Taylor watch some of these committees on that stuff, and that would get really testy, of course, because you have these crazy Christian guys come and just basically read the Bible. And it's like, that's why fuck your rights and fuck everything else about you.
You're not.
You think you're funny?
No, I never said. Did I
You
smile?
frame
That last-
your opening.
Hold
statement.
on. Let's
You frame your opening statement
No,
saying you're a tough
Senator
guy.
continue.
Bernie.
This-
Senator, please
This is
continue your
behavior,
statements.
but sir, this is. I think it's great that you're doing this because
Me too.
this shows their behavior on how they try to come in and
No, I-
demonize a
I
shop.
know.
No, it's
And they
just,
say about intimidation, and it's not about intimidation.
this,
it's
they
not the
show your
employees
behavior
report.
here. Stay on the issue, please.
The issue.
But he's like, look, I tell you, do your fucking
Dude.
job.
Wait, did that senator just literally try to like say that like the dude's behavior on the stand shows like this is that union intimidation? It's like because he gave you a little clap back, you little
Yeah.
bitch. You're a fucking U.S. senator. You can't take someone fucking being like you're a dick. Can't take someone fucking like
You should relish it.
flinging a little bit of like a little tiny nugget of shit your way.
This is the
Way
performance
less than you
theater that-
deserve, by the way.
This is the performance theater that politics is all about now. Like, you should, like, for his base, you should relish that. I stood up to the big union. Look, crazy liberal Bernie brought in one of his union buddies and I destroyed him.
Union idiot destroyed by based Republican senator.
But they say it's like, you think you're funny? You think they're funny?
Think you funny? Think you funny, buddy? Think you funny, buddy? Think you funny? Think you funny?
Grandpa Bernie, he's being mean to me.
Well, maybe you deserve it.
Maybe you're a schmuck.
All right. So in a based move, Berlin is going to allow women to go topless in public swimming pools.
Finally.
Dude,
Finally gonna see some big old Berlin titties flopping
Okay, here's the thing.
around.
anyone
Yeah.
that opposes these rules, just on the face of them, are always like just like the worst prudish kind of people. It's like, and I'm not saying this thinking like that every woman is just going to be like, that in my opinion, is going to be like, oh, amazingly beautiful. Oh,
I don't care if they're amazingly beautiful or not.
yeah. I don't give a shit. Because you know what? If a guy can walk around without their shirt on, why not women?
Yeah, man,
dude?
like plenty
How's
of
that
fucking
fair?
plenty of dudes walking around that ain't amazingly fucking beautiful with their
there's plenty of
shirts
guys.
off.
I want to put a shirt back on their fucking fat ass. Like, dude, put a fucking shirt back on.
Dude,
Why the fuck no?
I've always had a problem with that. When you're in a public like swimming area, the beach, a pool, a fucking water park or whatever, there's always some chick with like, you know, and there's nothing wrong with this. I never met a titty I don't like, but literally no titties at all, who has to cover up. And then there's some big sloppy fat dude with the biggest fucking pair of tits you've ever fucking seen, flopping around, fucking
Oiling
floating like big
themselves
old
up and shit in a Speedo.
yeah. When he goes under the water, they just pop up before him like a couple of buoys.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
the titties beat him to the surface by like a
Yep.
fucking solid half
Fucking
beat.
ships have to like navigate. Where's that buoy at? Oh, there it is. We're good, guys. Whew. Oh man,
I disagree with you, buddy.
some shots
So
fucking
came here.
fired at you, TJ.
It was let down, honestly. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey had, dude. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey was like, you're the first person I've even heard say anything positive about that. So no,
It made a
Thanks
bunch
for-
of money though. So
thanks for. I mean, because people went and saw it for the sheer novelty of like Winnie the Pooh's gonna murder people, but it's like some dude in a really shitty fucking like Spencer's mask of Winnie the Pooh being like, "Hey, I'm a murderer." It's like,
hey man, if that's what it takes to make me $30 million, I'll do it.
yeah, hey, fucking A right.
And I think we need to like rescind every fucking law that there is banning public nudity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Like I think the world would be a better place if people were just walking around fucking naked if they felt like it.
Well, you know the thing too is not many people are going to do it anyways. It's not like it's going to be like a. I mean, some people will choose to do it for sure, but it's going to still be a tiny minority of people.
Dude, I'm not a big like I don't really relish the idea of it, but I would do it. I think it would be liberating. Just fucking walk around with my little penis hanging out.
What's up, everybody? I'm naked.
Yeah, I mean, at a point you just wouldn't give a fuck. I mean, after a while, you just be like, "Who gives a shit, dude? I'm gonna walk around naked. That's what I'm gonna do."
See, this is the type of fucking bullshit that I'm talking about right here. This is the type of bullshit.
Naked? Yeah, well,
and don't look
cares?
at me. Then don't look,
Look
bitch.
away.
Nobody's fucking like I didn't like you don't have to see something. Just look away, bitch.
Look away, look away, look away, look away.
You'd be the person staring the hardest.
Oh, dude, they'd be fucking eyeing your butthole, Paul. They'd be like their eyes would just be laser focused. Like, let me see both, bud. Oh, my
I'm
God.
offended. I'm 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 offended.
It's like, all right, good for you, buddy.
I mean, because let's be honest, like most public places, I don't want to be naked. I mean, like I'm a germaphobe, so me personally, like I'm not going to change anything. Like, I don't know. That's just the way I am. Paul, would you go barefoot too? Or tell me you're at least going to wear some shoes though.
Oh no, I don't want to get like a fucking nail in my foot.
Okay,
Or nothing.
yeah. I mean, then there you go.
I
mean,
get
Paul's
those
not gonna be
like,
totally naked. He's gonna have
I-
shoes on.
I get those toe shoes and make them flesh tone so it looked like I was going shoeless. But
I like the
you know,
Hobbit shoes. Like
Yeah,
Lord of the
yeah, yeah.
Rings. Yeah.
Paul, you should be the last person saying that. I tell you what, Liam Porter, let me see you giving me fucking unsolicited advice one more time in this fucking stream and see what happens to you, bitch.
Unsolicited
shit.
advice.
I'd be prying my eyes out. All right, go ahead and do it.
I don't remember asking you for your fucking opinion on anything.
You know, that's fat shaming Paul. Look at it. But you know what, Paul? Here you go. Paul.
This
could
is
be a
the
walking
this is the
amazement.
real problem with this issue, though. It kind of does highlight the big problem is that like other people, like people think that like another person's nude body exists for their consumption.
Be
And it's like,
sexualized. Yeah.
I am displeased by this display. It's like it's not there to please you, motherfucker. Who cares?
Yeah.
It doesn't
My existence is not to like provide you with whatever flavor of eye candy you're hungry for. Okay.
Yeah. So shut up. Quit
This
being
is
a wuss.
true. Mr. Naughty Piece would end up being Paul's neighbor. Oh yeah, 100%.
I've just been like, finally.
Just be waiting for Paul to fucking exit. Oh yeah, come on, Paul.
Comedian sues Ocasio-Cortez for blocking him on Twitter after he catcalled her outside U.S. Capitol. Whatever, bro. Okay, let's see. I'm not even reading the article. I'm just going to read the key points. Let's see what's going on. Calling the New York Democrat his favorite big booty Latina, comedian Alex Stein yelled to the lawmaker that he loved her as she entered the building on July 13th in a video he posted online.
Well, how would you ban someone for saying they love you and that you're a big booty Latina?
Yeah, I wish someone would call me a big booty Latina.
That
for
doesn't
fuck's
seem
sake.
overwhelmingly negative. I mean,
Stein's lawsuit cites a federal appeals court ruling that then President Donald Trump violated the constitutional rights of several people by blocking them from following him on Twitter. Just days after the ruling on November 9th, 2019, Ocasio-Cortez apologized to and settled a case with former Brooklyn Assemblyman who had sued her for blocking him on her AOC Twitter account.
So there actually might be a legal precedent for him to win this case.
I think there should be, honestly. Like whatever. Like take this incident and set it aside. Like I don't really give a fuck one way or the other that she got catcalled outside the Capitol or whatever. But I believe that if you're a fucking public official and you're going to use Twitter as a way to disseminate information and shit, which they all do, they're all making fucking policy statements and advocating for different fucking policy actions using their fucking Twitter. They shouldn't be able to block a fucking person.
I've gone to a nude beach and I am a hardy guy. Honestly, no one gave a damn. I don't know what hardy means in that context, but
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Yeah, I've been to beaches like that as well, or topless beaches, and no one really gives a shit. It's like it's not like I know people imagine like, oh, everyone's let me oogle you, let me oogle you. It's no one really gives a fuck.
oh, it's just an orgy. Like people just need to get over this weird shit they got going on about nudity. Because
dude, this is a nation of fucking prudes, and the prudishness is actually getting worse and worse and worse, dude.
I'm scared of the human form.
Oh,
It's
we're
like
saying hefty.
you're
It's
literally
like, you're
you're literally fucking frightened of the thing that you are. Like you notice how there's no other animal that's like a dog is not like, oh my god, naked dogs. A squirrel's not, oh fucking shit, naked squirrels.
Dude,
We're the only animal that has this weird thing where it's like, oh no, one of me, gross.
You know, you don't know that, dude. What if dogs, like, all their disputes really come about with like, damn, but you're fucking naked in front of me. Get your fucking junk out of my fucking face. How do you know that, TJ? What if
I don't
animals are
know.
all fighting about the fact they want other animals to put clothes on? You don't
True.
know that.
True.
Prove me
Preach.
wrong, TJ.
True.
Prove me fucking wrong. You can't. I win. Boom.
All right, gonna do a quick recap of this. I don't know where we're at money wise, but I'm just gonna go over the goals. I'm not gonna go over the other stuff. 150, we got the infinite stupidity of Lauren Boebert. I'm pretty sure we've probably made that goal, or we got to be coming pretty close.
Certainly.
$300, we got religious fails, some hilarious fucking. I mean, who doesn't love to mock the institution of religion? Fuck religion.
I don't know.
$450, we got Florida man birthdays. We're gonna look at some crazy Florida man bullshit that went down on each one of our birthdays. For $600, we got funny ass 1-star reviews. For $750, we got Ben Shapiro is mad at Andrew Tate for the stupidest fucking reason possible. And for $1,000, we got the individual segment situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dig deep if you want that one. Dig
We're at
deep.
150 right now, so yeah, we've met our first goal.
So the first goal has been met. We're on our way now to the $300 goal, which is religious fails. So keep emptying those fucking wallets, folks. We're going to need some big dollar donors out there. It's time. If you're a big baller in the audience, now's your fucking time. All right. So some tragic fucking news.
No.
GOP leader Mitch McConnell remains in hospital after concussion.
No.
I saw some people on Twitter being like, I think it's really not classy at all to root for him to be hurt. Like, all right, well, I guess I ain't fucking classy then. I don't know if I can tell you.
I'm not rooting for him to be hurt, but I'm laughing at what the universe has presented me. There's a vast difference. Like, I can look at what the objective reality was, which is like he fell and hit his head or some shit. And sorry, you know, I'm like, why am I going to cry over this guy doing it? This guy, you know what happened in this country? You know that millions of Americans suffer because of policies that he pushes forward. And when he was the Senate Majority Leader, didn't allow to happen. So he doesn't give a shit about the untold suffering of millions of people, so for his own personal enrichment. But then I'm suddenly supposed to be classy when it comes to his.
Like this video, give them money. You're right.
Let's be real classy.
Remember the last time this dude fell and his whole hand turned like mummy black?
Yes.
That was fucking creepy.
I want Paul trapped in a theater for 3 hours with a flock of naked sweaties watching some Marvel trash with a live feed displayed to TJ and Scotty. Dude, do you think I would let me ask you a question. When people say shit like this, I feel like they don't understand the nature of stink. Do you think a layer of cloth holding on to all that sweat makes people stink less? It doesn't. It's a stink sponge, dude. I've been in that situation minus the naked.
Oh, I believe me, I know. We've done meetups. I patted Paul on the back, and I was like, I regret this.
I'm not happy he is hurt because it means he is still alive. True. So the Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell was being treated Thursday for a concussion. Is expected to remain in the hospital for a few days after he tripped and fell at a hotel dinner the night before. His spokesman said.
Wow, of course, going for some luxury fucking dinner in DC. He fucking is so. I guess he had too much caviar or something. He got caviar drunk. Oh, too much. Oh shit. Oh.
The Kentucky Senator 81 was at a Wednesday evening dinner after a reception at the Senate Leadership Fund, a campaign committee aligned with him, when he tripped and fell. The events were at the Waldorf Astoria, Washington, D.C., formerly the Trump International Hotel.
He's at some posh hotel, raising a bunch of money, basically like just milking a bunch of people. It's like, look, you want your agenda passed? Yeah, but guys, I'm supposed to feel really bad about it. Where's the decency in politics now? Like, why would be decent to this person that doesn't give a fuck about the suffering of anyone else around him?
So they're mentioning another time back in 2019 where McConnell tripped and fell at his home in Kentucky, suffering a shoulder fracture that required surgery. The senator had just started a summer recess, and he worked from home for some weeks as he recovered. First elected in 1984, before I was born, McConnell in January became the longest-serving Senate leader when the new Congress convened, breaking the previous record of 16 years.
I don't even know how McConnell ends up with a concussion, dude. Why, like, if he falls, doesn't he just pull his head into his shell?
Well, you know, he's not as quick as he used to be.
I mean, he's a turtle, so he's a little slow. He was trying to get his head in, but then couldn't do it fast enough.
Go to a gym, it smells like a pea factory. Clothes don't work. Yeah, I mean, well, clothes are not meant to be they're not a stench barricade. Doesn't really work that way. Alex Jones would get $520,000 salary under bankruptcy plan. Yeah.
It's quite a cut,
I mean-
TJ. You gotta admit, that's quite a cut.
How is he gonna live though?
Yeah, how's he gonna
What's he-
survive?
Remember, he
What's
was living
gonna
on.
do?
He was spending about $100,000 a month. So I guess from his perspective,
I mean, he's gonna-
$520,000 is a significant cut.
He's making some serious cutbacks, you know. Poor guy.
Only
Gonna
live
have
on
to-
about $500,000 a year. That's poverty level, but I guess I might be able to do it.
How's this man supposed to live on that fucking that meager sum? Senator McConnell was taken to the veterinary. Hope he has plenty of goldfish and pellets to eat. I hope he doesn't. And here's someone who gave $49.99. Very nice. I wanted to write something worth it, but YouTube restricted me. Sorry for the lame comment. It's okay.
Dude, fucks YouTube. Shitty ass fucking YouTube, dude.
I should be bankrupt if it pays $500,000 a year. Tell me about it. This fucking son of a bitch. You know, we heard all this fucking to do. Oh man, he's being fucking stiffly penalized for what he said. You know, he fucking sicked his hate mob on those fucking parents of those murdered children, and now he's gonna pay for it because that's a scummy thing to do. Oh yeah, what's his punishment? Oh, we gotta live on a fucking $500,000 a year. Poor fucking son of a bitch.
No, say it ain't so.
What a fucking I mean, what's the average fucking take home of a person in America? It's not fucking $500,000, is it?
Let's see.
It's not even
Average.
close.
Salary.
Like how many times the average salary is this motherfucker making a year as he's bankrupt with all these lawsuits?
Oh, come on. That's not what I meant. It's like 158. That's not 158,000.
So his media company has proposed a plan in its bankruptcy case to pay the conspiracy theorists $520,000 a year while leaving $7 million to $10 million annually to pay off creditors, including relatives of Sandy Hook shooting victims.
According to this, TJ, the average U.S. median income is $31,133 a year from 2019.
Right. So why does this fucking tub of shit who has literally like $1.5 billion in judgments against him get to live a lavish $500,000 a year fucking lifestyle?
And even if you look at household income, median household income, according to the census.gov, is 67,521, a decrease of 2.9% from 2019's median of 69,560. Okay.
So, I mean, like this guy, the idea that this
Well, it's
dude
almost
has,
10 times the amount the average
He's
median
making
household
he's making 16 times.
16 times.
16 times the average American
yeah,
salary.
and that's after bankruptcy. I mean, this is just something his lawyers proposed, so this could get whittled away at, but probably it's going to be accepted or something close to it will be.
Even if it does, even if he loses 200,000 of this, he's still going to be making 10 times what everybody else makes.
Yeah, so like really like is that really a fucking punitive for this dude? Is this guy really fucking being taught a lesson here?
That's his salary from that. I mean, this guy's probably got money fucking weasel the way. He's not gonna, he's gonna be fine. It's not gonna fucking matter.
But speaking of Alex Jones, I do have some video because Roseanne
Sensible guy. Most sensible guy, TJ.
Roseanne Barr stopped by the Alex Jones show. And you know, how do you
Look at him.
like how do you fucking possibly avoid looking at Roseanne Barr talking to Alex Jones?
You can't.
Alex, look at him. God.
Watch the comedy special is just terrific. How you go with this woke mob?
You know, when I watched Alex Jones talk to Ye, whatever the fuck, my reaction was kind of like, you know, wow, Ye is actually crazier than Alex. That's pretty wild, you know? Here's some money to get us closer to meeting all those goals. Thank you so much, Holiday. Appreciate you. So I was wondering, I don't know who's going to be crazier here. Because, you know, I know Roseanne Barr pretty fucking nuts. But I know Alex Jones, you know, legendarily nuts.
Alex, dude. I think it's gonna be Alex.
You know, Have you seen anyone other than Ye out Crazy Alex when they sat down together?
People who are obscure, but I can't remember their names. Like he'd have some like pretty obscure, nut jobs come on there that just believe total garbage. But anyone famous or like recognizable, yeah, that's about it.
Paul, did she do the pronoun joke you predicted? Not only she did exactly the pronoun joke he predicted.
Yeah, and that's I literally thought it up on the fly and made a joke about it, and then 2 days later, that was in the.
My pronouns are kiss my ass.
My name is Ted Cruz, and my pronouns are kiss my ass.
All right, so let's see who's crazier. It's gonna be fun.
Where's our effing booze?
I got exactly what you want right here.
Yeah, of course you did. Yeah, is anybody fucking shocked that Alex has a fucking bottle of scotch underneath the fucking thing? Don't act like you just put that there for Rosie too.
No, that's just there for her.
Oh, dude, there's so many videos of Alex Jones like drunk in Austin. Just he'll be out and about in the town. Like, maybe not as much now, but this dude is an alcoholic.
My name is Alex Jones, and the liberal companies have turned me into a frog. Ribbit, ribbit. Yep, that's right. They sure did.
Because you said on this Jewish holiday, people are supposed to drink, right?
Yeah, because why?
Well, I mean, if it's a religion, unless an alien force.
Oh, Jameson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Alex crazy or is it fake? Both.
Yeah, both.
Satan wants to hurt us because we're made in the image of God. He's jealous of us.
Bingo.
Can you imagine?
Bingo.
Bingo.
This is a conversation that literally should just be happening in like a trailer or like some hovel somewhere, but instead it's happening in front of this like massive, hugely well lit fucking backdrop and shit. This is $5, but only for Scotty. All right, we'll make sure that goes directly to Scotty.
Yes, only to Scotty. Oh, yeah.
Dude, fucking Rosie looks like she's trying out for a shitty B horror movie called Karen.
Yes.
They need to make that.
They did
make one. I think they
They
did.
made a Karen movie.
Yeah, it really sucked. It wasn't. It needs to be
really
done.
bad.
It needs to be done better. And honestly, I think Roseanne should be cast. I don't even think you should give her a script. You just be like, improv, Rosie, improv. I'm gonna play the Karen sympathetically. It's like, yeah, you do that. The people are gonna love her. Love you guys, even the chat, but especially Paul, of course.
Oh.
Everybody loved the policy. Go.
But I wrote this book called Roseanarchy, and
Roseanarchy. Get it?
Oh no.
Get it? Get it?
Yet again, another supposedly over the top abrasive personality who is just like a dead fucking fish in an interview. Bingo.
Bingo.
Maybe that Ambien shit was true, but she just is on Ambien all the fucking time. Or maybe I'm just need to be on Ambien to watch this.
The satanic globalists hate Jesus.
Bingo.
Bingo.
You got it. You know that. You got it.
no, of course nobody bought it. Even
She's
though
a fucking beekeeper. What the
Did you
fuck
just-
is this shit?
Did she just mumble like nobody buyed it?
No,
I wonder why. I wonder why nobody buyed your book. I'm sure it was really fucking a masterpiece of literary genius. Nobody buyed my book.
Rose
Why did-
tardation.
Oprah and sucked her. They only sold 5,000 copies.
Well, we'll sell 50,000 copies.
Well, I wrote that book to help deprogram kids from the Harry Potter bullshit. But anyway, because
What? No kid who read Harry Potter is like gonna go, oh, Roseanarchy. Yeah, this is the cure. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? You fucking babbling psycho bitch. I'm giving this funny money in hopes of a possible situation tonight. Also hope you all doing well. Well, there's might be a situation in your horizon, individual. It's possible.
my grandson was into that. But anyways,
Oh.
If there was a time when alcohol made you like more gregarious and outgoing and interesting, that time has ended. It's time to find a new drug.
I wrote this book to destroy Harry Potter.
Oprah put it on there, sold 5,000 copies.
Oh, Not to mention that, like,
Is
isn't
that
she, like,
Marilyn Manson on
fucking
drag? Yeah.
15 years too late? Like, Harry Potter has not been the most culturally relevant.
I think she's talking about an older book. I don't think she's not talking about something she wrote recently.
Oh, it's not even a recent book?
No, she's literally just like yammering about some book she wrote fucking 15 years ago or some shit.
That's the most recent thing she can plug.
Why is Hillary Clinton on InfoWars? I don't think she looks all that much like Hillary, but I get what you're going for.
I wrote this chapter called The End, wherein I kill Satan. And I tell you how to do it. Like people with these German accents telling us to take these shots, and they're using the Jewish people basically over there in Israel.
God, you're a boring fuck. I can't even concentrate. Like, I have ADHD, and like I see her fucking gums moving. I see her fucking lips flapping, but just nothing of any value is coming out. My
Well,
brain's
I'll
just
let you
like,
know.
discard.
She said she wrote a book where she kills Satan, and she's going to tell you how to do it. And then she basically started just yammering about Jews or
Satan
something.
would butt fuck Roseanne into oblivion. It's fucking stupid. I can defeat Satan with my shitty book that no one bought.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Katie Seagal was a major upgrade from Roseanne for John Goodman's co-star.
Yep.
Do it on, and they're lining up to do it. All they can do is just blow up stuff and cause earthquakes with their earthquake and heart attack machines and stuff like that.
I've never heard someone so casually mention something like that. They've got earthquake and heart attack machines. It's like, it's not even interesting.
Do they have earthquake machines as well as heart attack machines, or is there like one machine that does earthquakes and heart attacks? Because it kind of sounded like that.
If the forces of evil are so fucking powerful, why don't they just dominate everything? Like, if they had a heart attack and earthquake machine where it's like, any of my enemies will have heart attacks and there will also be an earthquake, who would stop them?
Yeah, like, wouldn't the government at that point, like the moment someone like Alex Jones started fucking talking this shit, or Roseanne started talking this shit, just be like, heart attack, heart attack, heart attack, heart attack. There once was a bottle of scotch that sat next to Alex's crotch. Finish it, Paul.
No.
Paul's like, I don't feel like being creative like that. Go away. I ain't doing it.
Trying
Thanks
to
for the
kill
money, though.
everybody. Like, Katrina, I think, was the first time they was just trying it out, how they go and
martial law, gun confiscation, all of it.
Yeah, well, destroying a city and then going in after, that's
Keep going, Roseanne.
Katrina, okay, no, you know what that was? That's a different failure of government. That is when the government didn't invest in actual levee protection for a major American city and vital U.S. port. And they had like 13 different levee boards, and those levees and the drainage system were inadequate. And then a massive storm that has been that probably would have still hit New Orleans, but also exacerbated by climate change and coastal erosion, hit a fucking city and destroyed millions of people's lives, killing thousands, leaving millions of people displaced. It wasn't like, and to reduce it down to like, they used a space laser to test it out on New Orleans. Why would they need to test it out? If you have a massive fucking device that could do some crazy ass shit like that, you don't need to test it out. You like, and if you do, it's like the Death Star. They tested out the Death Star. They blew up a fucking planet. It's like, this is what this can do. So if someone had that ability, why not just pick that city? Like, if you even want to take New Orleans as an example and destroy it and go, that's the power of this. That's why we now have a one world government or whatever our crazy agenda is. Wouldn't that be game over? Who's going to oppose you at that point?
What is the Brett Keane dagger in the door meme? All right, I'll tell you what. I'll explain that to you in a minute. Once we finish this clip, I'll let you know about it.
You're never screwing around. You're serious of fucking heart attack. I know that, but so am I.
Exactly. Okay, well, Roseanne, why don't they just kick you out the heart attack machine? If you're revealing the truth, yeah. Why aren't you and Alex just dead right now? Oh shit, they're speaking the truth about our shadowy organization, guys. Push the button. Now they're dead. Stop.
By the way, I have to say, I think Roseanne is crazier than Alex because her craziness seems sincere. His still seems kind of put upon to me.
Yeah, I was wrong. Alex is even fucking close, dude.
We are for God. Isn't that weird? That, like, I learned this in such a weird way because I want to talk about.
Man, take Grandma back to the fucking home.
There once was a bottle of scotch that sat near Alex's crotch. He brought some out looking for clout, but all he got was this stupid biatch.
I like it.
That's because I really want people to know this. The other is all about pyramids. Well, this pyramid that they constructed, the money people, I'm talking about the people who own the world, they forgot they brought the Nazis over. They took over our government, you know, with the look,
Her boobs are the
everybody,
best thing
this is
she's
what I
got
want
now.
everybody to know. Every penny
Fenton
on
Mully, you
this
can do
earth
much
is
better.
accounted for, and
Yeah, you
it all
can.
goes back to the Bank of International Settlements. Every penny on earth is accounted for in Bern, Switzerland. Well, if you look at them castles in Switzerland and where they came from,
They have an earthquake
and
and heart attack machine. Why would what would money even hold to these people? They have these secret Swiss bank accounts. Like they have the power to destroy and level fucking cities. All money would just be theirs. Like what? I like. It's just like when you make these ridiculous claims. Like everything else you say, it just sounds mild. Like they have a bunch of money squirreled away. Yeah, so does every rich fuck. It's been exposed. Look at the Panama Papers. Look at all these fucking paper leaks. If you actually look through the journalists that have looked through that shit and look through it yourself, it's fucking obvious. Like, oh, rich people just have money all over the world. This isn't a fucking. This isn't even a conspiracy theory. This is just the truth.
As far as the dagger in the door thing goes, Paul, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I do believe that was basically Brett, you know, went online, talked his usual shit, and then of course because he has to be a victim.
Did he say people were making threats against him or something?
Yeah, you know, because people are always attacking his family and all this. So he tells this tall tale about how, you know, one day he goes outside and he sees this, you know, ornate fucking dagger stabbed into his door.
Jewel encrusted, yeah.
You know, with like a note. It's like, better watch what you're saying there, Brett. We're coming for your family. And it's like, he didn't produce the dagger. He didn't produce the note. It's just a story about like this dagger and note. This fucking.
We just have to believe that Brett pissed off like a fucking like 19th century count who's like, I shall make my list of demands at Brett Keen's dwelling, and he goes
plunge a dagger into his door.
Who has a fucking jewel encrusted dagger sitting the fuck around to do that?
I mean, in fairness, I don't think he ever said it was jewel encrusted, but still, it was a fucking dagger.
I think he did. I think he described it as elaborate.
Maybe. But yeah, he did say it like a dagger was plunged into his, like, who the fuck? If you're a person who has a fucking dagger, would you ever waste a fucking dagger on Brett Keen's ass? No fucking way.
No.
No one's gonna give Brett a free fucking dagger.
Oh, okay, I like this one. It was the dagger of Sao Dedong. Yeah.
Well, you know how it is. That rind is pretty fucking crazy, you know? All right. This story is a lot of fun for me. I like this one a lot. This is a story. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Aaron. We've definitely made our second goal. We might even be pretty close to our third goal at this point. We've definitely made religious fails. There's no way we fucking haven't.
We're at right now 334. So what are our goals again?
Yeah, so it's 300 is religious fails.
Yeah. Sorry.
So we are on our way to our 450 goal, which is we're going to look at a crazy Florida man story from each one of our birthdays.
Sweet.
Then we're going to look at some funny ass 1-star reviews for 600. Then we're going to look at Ben Shapiro being mad at Andrew Tate for the dumbest reason you could ever imagine for 750. And for $1,000, it's going to be an individual segment situation. But for now, we're going to take a look at Tennessee GOP Lieutenant Governor has no intention of stopping his flaming admiration for young Insta Twink.
You know, everyone's got their thing, right, guys? I mean, dude, this guy looks like the fucking, those like public service announcements they had in like the 50s and shit, but like your kids getting groomed and they show like this is the deranged homosexual that shows up at the park to try to take Timmy fishing. This is the guy they would like have. Randy McNally here. Like he looks like the like prototypical like predator.
The social media activity of a prominent Republican in Tennessee has raised eyebrows. He's been consistently leaving love hearts and flame emojis on the thirst traps of a Twinkie gay Instagram user.
I love it, dude.
Randy McNally is the 79-year-old lieutenant governor of the state. Last week, the Tennessee governor, Bill Lee, signed a law banning drag performances in front of minors. According to ACLU, the GOP-controlled state is currently moving forward with 26 anti-LGBTQ plus pieces of legislation.
You know what we gotta do? You know we can defeat these future bills, TJ?
Uh-huh.
We just go like, look, it bans all twinks from Instagram as well, sir. And so you go, what? Wait a minute. What? Yeah, and all government devices. Yeah, no government devices can access twinks on Twitter, on Instagram, anywhere. No twinks. Then maybe this guy will fucking think twice about passing some stupid ass legislation like banning drag shows.
Is that Pewall dad? Maybe. I don't know.
Huh?
McNally is married to a woman and has 2 full-grown daughters and grandkids. Despite this, for several months, he's been posting approving comments beneath the thirsty photo of Instagram user Franklin McClure. TN Holler was the first to break the story, and it caught up with McClure to ask him about it. First, here are screenshots of some of the messages. McNally posted them publicly from his government account.
Can we
So this dude didn't even like
closer?
this dude. What?
The screenshots. I want to see what this guy fucking said.
It's right there. He just posted a little heart emoji.
Oh, he's just doing a heart. Okay.
Yeah, just like this dude's fucking hanging out, like basically like 1 fucking centimeter lower, and you know we couldn't show this picture.
I
on
mean, like
YouTube.
everyone, if someone posts an image like this, you know why they're doing it. It's not like there's like it's even questionable. Like, oh, does
And,
that
like-
guy know his underwear about to slide off?
And you know you got Lieutenant Governor McNally, who's just like heart, and it's like not even like he didn't even go create like a secondary account, like you know, like you know anything. Just like yeah, right on his government issued account.
Oh God, I love it.
And you know he's like love it.
I mean,
Hearts. Oh, love it.
I love it. I just wish your lifestyle would be banned, but I just can't stop.
Yeah, I want to discriminate against you, but I love it.
I
I
wonder
tell
why they
you
wanna
what,
discriminate.
tell you what, that boy booty got me sweating like a Tennessee drag club owner right now. Woo, Lord.
Every accusation is a confession. Yeah, especially these. He's got like
No.
right up his ass. Lieutenant Finn, you could turn a rainy day into rainbows and sunshine. On his government account that like he knows. He's just like, I don't care. Yeah, you know, and he wasn't content with that. He's like, and then afterwards he posts heart, 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 flame, flame, flame.
I mean, is he like an openly gay dude? Is
No.
He, oh
No,
I, mean, like,
he's
I don't know
mar-
anything about him. Like maybe like
It's.
the
I
first
mean,
time
I just read to you. He's married to a woman, has 2 grown-up daughters and grandkids.
you know my fucking reading comprehension skills or listening skills are dog shit.
Dude,
TJ.
I mean, technically he is now. You know, like
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can't.
he's an
I mean,
openly
yeah.
gay dude now.
I just thought he was older and out of touch. Dude, this is like the fucking thirstiest shit I've ever fucking seen. This is like a guy walking through a desert for fucking
mean,
16 days.
no,
without a
there's-
drop of water.
There's no way this is just like you're literally just sitting around, like your fucking dick and ass are basically hanging out of your pants. You've got like
Boy, that booty could turn this frown upside
you've
down.
got like just pictures of
Hard
like
on.
your fucking your panty tight undies clinging to your ass and just like pushed up your ass crack, and this dude is like, you turn my days into rainbows and sunshine. There's no way. It's just like he doesn't even know what he's saying.
He's just trying to be supportive of his modeling career. Yeah, come on.
Unless you think he was hacked, no, this has been going on for months and months. So definitely someone definitely would have noticed if his account was hacked. The story has blown up in the past 24 hours. A spokesman for McNally has now issued a statement blasting the media for raising questions about trying to imply something sinister or inappropriate about a great-grandfather's use of social media says more about the mind of the left wing. What? You're really going to go with that tact of like, this is a perfectly innocent little exchange here. What? I mean,
a great grandfather stops by and posts some horny shit on some boy booty. That just goes to show you what the left is like.
he
Like,
went,
huh?
he looked at this picture of a dude literally taking a picture of his ass and said, Finn, you could turn a rainy day into rainbows and sunshine, heart, heart, heart,
Innocent
flame, flame,
dude.
flame. And that's just like,
This is but an old, innocent grandfather whose words have been twisted by the
TJ.
left.
TJ, I say, sir, if you look at the overwhelming evidence here, this is a man who is trying to be complimentary to the youth of this nation. He's trying to inspire the youth who happen to post scantily clad pictures of themselves. That's normal, TJ.
I posted the hearts to mean that God loves you.
Yeah, get
But
right
the
with God.
flames mean you're gonna burn in hell. That's what I meant.
That's why we're trying to put him on the right path. Trying to just tell that boy, get on the right path there,
Or
son.
tell him just pull my pantaloons down, just go to town.
Quit posting that delectable booty on Instagram.
Well, you know what happens, TJ?
And get right with Jesus.
If this guy gets his fantasy having gay sex with this dude, so what'll happen is at the end of it, he'll say, "We done a terrible thing. You know what we can do right now? We can get right with Jesus, and they can both go to a church and they can atone for all their sins, and he can bring them to God."
Dude, the way that this twink tried to act like this was just an innocent mistake or something makes me think that he's already been up in that twink booty.
Yeah, because the guy who he's responding to is literally trying to like cover for him, like, oh, well, he just cares about me as a constituent and stuff. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yeah, he's paid me a ton of money.
I don't hate him. I don't dislike him. I don't have a negative opinion of him. I've had a transformation since we started talking. I was more Christian. Now I'm more not Christian. We were friends back before I was more openly myself, before I was posting things more mature. If he's hitting on me, it's real out of touch hitting on me.
I believe that's true. He enjoys
It's your
interacting with his constituents.
You're fucking posting your fucking ass pic. Like there's no one looks at this pic and thinks it's some like innocent thing. I mean, look at you.
We're looking right now. You know,
You're
it's
definitely thirst
innocent.
trapping. Oh my God, I can't wait. You mean to tell me that when I post my ass and the fucking lieutenant governor's like, damn, like wolf emoji, he's just like, well, it's innocent interaction.
He enjoys interacting, TJ, very physically with.
He's just trying to engage with his constituents is all he's doing.
Yeah,
Come on. Don't be ridiculous.
Dude, he's 100% fucking paid this twink for sex, for sure.
Oh yeah. Not even a fucking doubt
100%.
about it, dude.
There ain't no way a 21-year-old twink used to be friends with the governor or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and now it's innocent interaction between a elected official and his constituent. That's all that's going on there. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Huh?
You trying to say something untoward happened between those two? No,
Yes.
never.
Check this fucker out. How you guys like this guy?
Now, even
this
many
guy.
I'm gonna turn him up. He's a little low.
Fucking Michael Knowles, please. No.
Michael Knowles is someone that, like, unless he's right in front of me, I forget he exists.
Yeah, that's fair.
conservatives accept so-called gay marriage. And they have to. They have to accept gay marriage.
I assume you mean our last guy.
If they accept the illogic of the sexual revolution, which held that all sexual relations are fine and dandy so long as they're consensual. After the sexual revolution,
Makes sense to me.
the only test for sexual ethics became, if it feels good, do it.
Not really true.
No.
There was a lot more. I mean, like, there was a lot more emphasis placed specifically on consenting adults. That was the standard. It wasn't just if it feels good, do it. That was another phrase that got tossed around, but that wasn't to do with the ethics. That was just saying, like, yeah, you should probably embrace pleasure. In
Yeah,
life
that was
because
like the
life is short.
emotional. Yeah, that's on the emotional side of that.
But when it came to the ethics, the mantra was, hey, consenting adults. That's what the fucking mantra was.
For most of American history, nobody believed that. For most of American history, there were
How do you know?
all sorts of laws against certain sexual behaviors.
Well, if there were laws against them, then that kind of means that certain people did believe in doing those things.
And
you wouldn't need laws against it if no one fucking believed otherwise, right?
also, you're talking about what segment of society believed that, because there's different segments. Like, yeah, the upper crusty Puritans, maybe that's how they lived. But if you read a lot of books about colonial America, it was pretty sexually liberal compared to even now.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a great book that I think the guy went on to become a fucking Trump fucking bitch for somehow, but There's a great book called I think it's called like The Degenerates Guide to United States History, or like The Perverts Guide to U.S. History, or something like that. I can't remember the exact terminology used, but it basically just gets into like all of the fucking weirdness and debauchery that was going on in colonial America, and it's pretty exhaustive. Like we're talking like gay bars, drag queens, fucking everything.
It's
Divorce
never
on
gone
demand,
anywhere.
interracial marriage, all that stuff. It wasn't until this country, the founding fathers, who were puritanical fucks, started to have their way, that those freedoms were eroded at.
And even by law, but I mean, whatever we do, we know behind closed doors, people do all kinds of crazy ass shit, dude. So whatever, it's never fucking changed. It's just the hypocrisy has changed. It's just pretending that you're not doing it behind closed doors. Oh, I'm not a sexual degenerate. No, it wasn't me. Come on.
Cockatoo and sunglasses. What are you trying to say there? I don't even understand your statement.
Yeah, I'm confused.
This guy clearly never read up on Benjamin Franklin. PIMP.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Benjamin Franklin, whatever
He was
his
a fucking
whatever
man.
moral failings he might have had or whatever, was definitely a PIMP.
Dude, all these old bastards back then were like fucking knee deep in everything they wanted to be in, dude.
Oh yeah.
There
No shit. You ain't kidding.
I mean, like today it's always talking, oh man, these weird billionaire elites doing all this weird shit. Like, who do you think was that at the time? It was the fucking founding fathers of this country. They were raping slaves. They were doing all kind of weird shit.
Laws against sodomy, but there were lots of other laws as well. Laws against fornication, laws against adultery, laws against plenty of other destructive.
As a conservative, you should be totally against the laws of the government telling you what to do, right?
No, he's not that kind of conservative.
Oh wait, yeah, actually we do like the government to interfere in your sex life.
This
That's
dude
totally fine.
this dude literally wants laws against fornication, which is just fucking, by the way. Like, he just wants laws against fucking outside of marriage. He wants there to just be a law that says, like, you cannot have sex outside of marriage. He wants there to be a law that says you cannot commit adultery.
And they all will.
I don't think committing adultery is good or anything, but like, it shouldn't be a fucking law.
No.
How many would there of these conservatives if they came out and admitted their inner desires? I think you fucking botched a word somewhere in there, but you gave me $20. Let me try to fucking suss out what you mean. How many would there be of these conservatives if they came out and admitted their? It wouldn't even make a difference. They would just be like, yeah, I did it, but whatever. Jesus forgives me.
We just covered a story about that dude fucking horny posting on Twinks. Like, nothing happens to him.
We literally, like his fucking guy was literally like, oh yeah, that's totally fucking. It doesn't mean nothing. Shut up. So nothing happens. It doesn't matter.
Those laws were on the books as recently as 2003, when liberals on the Supreme Court discovered in the Constitution.
Benjamin Franklin, a scientist, scholar, philosopher, party animal, womanizer, and possible serial killer. What? Shut up. He was not a serial killer. I mean, maybe he was. I don't fucking know.
Oh, wait. Michael knows about to say the government just discovered a right to privacy. Oh, crazy.
Yeah, we should get rid of those segregation laws, too. I mean, they unironically want to basically pull. I mean, like, even child labor is back on the fucking table. They're just trying to bring us back as. I mean, I don't know if there is any limit to how fucking much these bastards want us to regress.
I don't think we're going to go back to slavery. I'll say that. Probably not.
All of those things.
We're going back. Sorry, guys.
Knock on wood.
All right, guys. Slavery is on the table, guys. 13th Amendment's got to be undone.
Invisible Ink by James Madison was a little trick to future generations. But in any event,
I'm a strict constitutionalist. Okay, so you guys know you could have even the guys that you're talking about that you lionize as like perfectly, just intelligent saints. They left a mechanism to amend the Constitution. So what if that happens? What if someone wanted to amend it? Would that just be nope? We should just leave it as it is. It's settled.
Or it says it's all there. Now, even many conservatives defend the alleged right to these sorts of behaviors. The right to fornication.
They want to do it themselves.
The right to fornication. I'm sure you've never.
No, it's not a right to fornication. It's a right to privacy. That the government shouldn't be in your fucking bedroom. Like, what are you doing in here, guys? There's 3 crowd.
And they have to believe in such rights if they accept the illogic of feminism, which is the topic that we are here to discuss.
Feminism, that's a fucking shift suddenly. And now feminism sucks. Like, what? Wait, I thought we were talking about the Constitution. in like a legal standard of the
No.
law of like why those laws were struck down. But now we're
No.
gonna talk about some other nonsense. Okay.
No, it's time to jump to the fucking villain of the week.
It's at the origin of the gender debate. Because it was the feminist.
Damn it, TJ, you just made my dog think there was someone at the door with that knock. Let me in. Hello? Let me in.
First insisted that men and women are pretty much exactly the same. It wasn't the transvestites. It wasn't the homosexuals. It was the feminists.
Yeah.
The feminists who
Bastards.
said a woman needs a man like a fish needs a...
How feminism gave us transgenderism.
Yeah, because dude, you remember like how feminist, like every feminist movement was just centered around the fact that like no feminist ever had sex. Like that's how
Yeah.
that yeah, the sexual revolution when all that stuff happened, like second wave feminism, that wasn't about sexual liberation at all, dude. That wasn't about like lots of fucking. It was like no fucking. I don't need no man. Like, dude, that's just fucking nonsense. You're talking about the sexual revolution, and then you talk about how it did not lead to a bunch of fucking sex. Like, what is this shit?
The feminists who burned their bras, who loosened divorce laws, who weakened the families.
Loosen divorce laws? You mean they actually were able to fucking divorce abusive pieces of shit? Yeah, wow. What a fucking great standard. Let's go back to that. Let's go die on that hill. You know what? It doesn't matter if your husband's an abusive piece of shit because the Bible says too fucking bad. Unless he wants to get rid of you, then it's totally fine for some reason.
Yeah, he wants, I mean, like, literally just like the laundry list of this guy's desires is basically he doesn't want any human being on the face of this earth to experience anything like happiness at any point. He just wants everyone to
do
just
a tiny little fucking box like that he supposedly wants you to fit into.
like just toil and misery. Because there's no way he even lives up to his standard. He doesn't fucking live this fucking.
No, he's the last person that lives up to this standard. Dude, are you kidding me?
How does Michael Knoll explain TERFs then? He doesn't. He's not going to address shit like that.
Institution. Sure, conservatives opposed them for a time, but now many, if not most conservatives, consider themselves to be, to some degree, feminists.
Really? I've not
heard that.
Citation needed. Conservatism should be
Like,
eradicated.
Are there any polls on like how many percentage of people, like how many Americans?
But they should not. They should not, because feminism has made everybody miserable, especially women.
I think you mean especially you. It seems like you're the only one who's like truly
All right,
miserable.
here's the first thing that even came up as a search result. Less than a third of American women identify as feminists.
Right.
What? So if that's true, then it's not feminism.
So what are the chances that a bunch of fucking stodgy ass conservative white dudes identify as fucking feminists? Like what percentage?
Fucking none.
I mean, there's probably virtually. I mean, I assume there's some. Oh, I actually am a feminist.
Well, what is the definition of feminist as he's using it, anyways? I mean,
it probably. I mean, like most words, these guys fucking spout out. It probably.
So
Doesn't
this guy doesn't believe in the belief in social, economic, and political equality of the sexes.
The guy
What
has
an extreme idea.
This guy has a photo standing with someone in drag and is dressed up in a dress and wig, just like Crowder did all the time. It's always projection. It doesn't surprise me. Poopity scoop. Thanks, Ann Prim, Paul. Yeah, I mean, so if you listen to this guy's speech, and I think this tweet lays it out, here's Michael Knowles laying the groundwork and the right's plan to attack gay marriage, at-will divorce, the right to consensual sex in the privacy of your own home. They will not stop at eradicating transgenderism unless they are stopped before then. Which I think is a pretty fair point. Like the idea that like they're just
with it.
The idea that this is all just like, oh yeah, once we stop these trannies, that's it.
You know what's crazy too?
Hands off the Republic after that.
Is like transgender people seem for the most part to be trying to just live their lives, and then there's a group of like obsessed like middle-aged adults that just like stalk them and are like, what are you guys doing? You guys need to stop that. So yeah, I would probably feel pretty insecure too.
I literally think that trans people think less about being trans than conservatives do. I honestly think that like there's more to do about trans people coming from conservatives than there is from trans people at this point.
If we lived in a rational or at least even like approaching logical society, someone being trans wouldn't even be a fucking issue of consideration.
My grandma, who's still alive, couldn't open her bank account without her ex-husband's signature, but fuck divorce laws, right? I mean, Michael Knowles would probably sit there and defend that to your face. Like, oh, yeah, she shouldn't have been able to do that.
Yeah, women couldn't get credit cards in the United States until the 1970s. Oh, on their own.
Are all conservatives this oppressive and hateful? This is his public positions. Imagine what this motherfucker thinks behind closed doors.
Generally, yeah. I mean, every once in a while, you'll go encounter a conservative. It's not like that, but I would say they're the exception rather than the rule.
Marjorie Taylor Greene to propose designating Antifa as terrorist group after Atlanta Cop City burned.
Can we just have a report that every terroristic act was carried out by like far right nationalist groups?
Yeah, almost
But
everyone.
Antifa's the problem, right?
Rep Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I think there's been one documented case of Antifa adjacent terrorism in the last 20 years.
And like a shit ton of fucking far right-wing radical groups that have done shit.
Yeah, over and over again. But this is the problem, guys. It's not extremists like her.
Why must the rest of us suffer because these people can't get laid? It's a misnomer. I mean, it's a misapprehension or whatever that they can't get laid. The fact is that they get laid all the time. They just don't want you to. It's like classic do as I say, not as I do bullshit.
Rules for thee, but not for me.
So Rep Marjorie Taylor Greene from Georgia said Sunday she'll be introducing a resolution declaring Antifa a terrorist group in response to protests in Atlanta that left a police training facility on fire. Antifa are domestic terrorists, and I'm introducing my resolution to officially declare them a terrorist organization on Tuesday, the congresswoman wrote in a tweet Sunday night. Smoke and flames were seen coming from equipment at the future Atlanta Public Safety Training Center, which has been called Cop City by anti-police protesters. Video from Fox 5 Atlanta shows a bulldozer and other pieces of equipment on fire. The training facility is located in southeast Atlanta on Key Road, where protesters opposing the construction of the facility clashed with police. A Georgia state trooper told an outlet that a Molotov cocktail was thrown. In 2021, the city council approved spending $90 million on the training center in an effort to replace substandard offerings and increase police morale, hurt by hiring and retention following the 2020 protest against the death of George Floyd.
Like, why? I love how instead of saying, yeah, we can understand why people are justifiably angry at police across the country for all the horrible shit they do. It's just like, why do these Antifa people get mad and do this? Even if they even did it. If they even fucking did it. I mean, who the fuck knows who did this? Like, unless they can show me actual credible evidence, like, here's them doing it. But I mean, you have to ask, why would someone want to do this? Isn't that the more important question? Why would people want to attack the police in their own country if they did? Isn't that kind of the question? Not just like, why are these evil people doing this? Like, why? Why are they doing it? Is it because of police brutality? I mean, is it because of the fact that if you just go and watch anything that, like, if you look at nationwide in the U.S., every fucking week, it's corrupt cops doing corrupt shit and usually getting away with it. Or, man, they got caught this time.
I love how far the standards of terrorism have fallen to the point of, like, now setting a bulldozer on fire is fucking terrorism. This is domestic terrorism. It was planned for weeks and announced on social media.
Yeah,
Antifa are self-proclaimed communists and consistently organized to attack our government over and over again.
What's funny is she does that.
Not tolerated anymore. This is like literally a bitch who fucking goes to the January 6th rioters and is like, you poor so-and-sos, but then like these people who attacked a bulldozer are somehow
storm the Capitol, try to subvert the will of the people. No, in our really shitty fucking election system.
If Antifa is a terrorist group, NAMBLA is a human rights group. It is domestic terrorism by simple definition. No, I disagree with you. In fact, I think that this is anti-terrorism. This is fighting against the terror and fear that is pumped into the public by the police.
I mean,
this is
about the broad sense of like terrorism being a politically motivated movement, like with violence or whatever. Sure.
But they're not. This is not to inflict terror, except for on the police.
But you'd also have to
who are themselves who are themselves inflicting terror.
You would
on
have
the
to
populace.
demonstrate with evidence that that was the motivation behind that, and it is Antifa, and this is their motive. So, I mean, you can't say it's terrorism until you actually have the answer to that question. So you can suspect it's terrorism, but what evidence would you have to present that it is terrorism?
Who's burning a fucking bulldozer meant to terrorize?
Yeah, I'm not
police.
terrified.
I guess is what they're saying. It's terrorizing the police.
The police are not terrified by a burning bulldozer.
Oh, no, they are, guys. In this case, they are. Burning bulldozer. That's like, they're like, oh, no, the population's going crazy.
Is there justice in a world gone crazy? Texas elementary school principal arrested after bringing cocaine to school, says report. You gotta love it. Texas elementary school principal has been arrested for allegedly bringing cocaine to campus, according to reports Wednesday.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Jessica Sanchez is charged with possession of a controlled substance in a drug-free zone. KTRK TV first reported. She was arrested after an employee found the drugs in a restroom at Travis Elementary in Baytown, Texas. I mean, you couldn't look at this bitch and know she was on coke. Come on, you knew. You know what the fuck
Our
was
tax
going on.
dollars hard at work.
I'm just wondering how they caught her. Like, how stupid do you have to be to get caught with cocaine in a school as a principal?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You've got a whole ass office that you can close up and lock. Like, what did she, like, was she doing rails right there on the fucking cafeteria table or whatever?
I want to read the comments because there's a lot of them. From what I'm seeing, teachers need to be on something to deal with these cell phone raised kids nowadays. And this right here is why the cartels are still in business. Americans keep buying their stuff. Wow. Really amazing fucking commentary. You don't say. Cocaine's a business, huh? Never would have thunk it. Have you read the news recently on what's happening in our schools? Her coping mechanism. They're basically like, yeah, I can understand why she'd be snorting rails of coke. Schools are out of control. I don't know. Maybe they're right. Maybe you do need some cocaine these days to deal with the headache of being a fucking elementary school principal.
I, for one, think this should be issued to everyone in Texas.
You know where my Streamlabs is? I sent one successfully. Streamlabs, unfortunately, because we use StreamYard for these streams, Streamlabs don't fucking post on the screen. There's no way to actually embed them in. But we do thank you for contributing somewhere where YouTube doesn't take a cut. That's nice of you. 9th grader sues over Pledge of Allegiance confrontation. I don't know exactly what happened here. Let's find out. The parents of a 9th grade South Carolina student who said she was accosted by a teacher for walking to class instead of stopping and reciting the Pledge of Allegiance are suing the teacher, principal, school district, and state education official. Marissa Barnwell said she was walking quietly to class and decided not to stop for the pledge or a moment of silence that followed. A teacher yelled at her, confronted her, and pushed her against the wall. Doesn't sound like the teacher is observing a moment of silence or anything either then, right?
Yeah.
Barnwell was then, so this is not even a case of a student who was like taking some kind of like principled stand or some shit. This is just a case of a kid who was just like, I don't fucking feel like I'm walking to class. I don't need to fucking do that shit. And some teacher fucking starts screaming at her and fucking throws her up against the wall. Like, you respect the flag. Barnwell was then sent to the principal's office, which she said was humiliating because she feared she was in trouble. The principal sent her back to class, but Barnwell said he never let her know that the teacher was wrong and she was right. I was completely and utterly disrespected, Barnwell 15 said at a news conference Thursday, according to the state newspaper. No one has apologized. No one has acknowledged my hurt. The fact that the school is defending that kind of behavior is unimaginable. Barnwell's parents are suing River Blue. I hope they just win. Just fucking win. And you know what? I hope that this fucking country at some point decides that like it's weird and creepy for a bunch of school kids to constantly have to like pledge their fucking allegiance to a goddamn piece of fabric. It's weird
and creepy that anybody has to do it.
It's a weird fucking ritual. And like honestly, like they start making you do it before you even understand what the fuck you're saying. Like I remember, I don't know what age I was, but I remember the morning that I was pledging allegiance to the flag, and I kind of it kind of like clicked for me because they taught me that shit before I knew what any of those fucking words meant. Because they teach that shit as a little fucking preschool, and I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States. you know? And then at some point, you actually start to like listen to the words and you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck am I saying? Fuck is this? What is it? Huh? I'm pledging allegiance, like obedience to this fucking cloth up there? Why am I doing that? Why is that required of me?
This is AP Newsman.
That has nothing to do with it. Thanks for the second unrelated thing there. A state law passed more than 30 years ago requires public schools to play the Pledge of Allegiance at a specific time every day, but that law also prohibits punishing anyone who refuses to recite the pledge as long as they're not disruptive or do not infringe on others. The thing that's beautiful about America is we have freedoms, Tyler. Yeah. You know what? When freedom reaches the level of just like, you don't have to put your hand on your heart and swear fealty to a fucking piece of fabric, like that's pretty stupid, meaningless fucking freedom to me. Like no one should have to do that. That shouldn't even be a requirement. It shouldn't even be a fucking a thing. There shouldn't be no fucking time in the school day devoted to saying the magic words to the flag. If this was a story out of China, right-wingers would call this fascism. Because it's America, they get hard over it. Yeah. You know, I know there's no comments on AP, but I bet if there was, it'd be like, she's a disrespectful little shit, and I fucking hope they don't get a dime. It'd be that kind of shit. Another fucking bit of school hijinks where it comes to freedom of speech. The ACLU says Saucon? Not exactly sure how to pronounce that.
Sock on my balls, bitch.
Oh, shit. Saucon Valley SD will not reverse decision to deny after-school Satan Club use of facilities. The ACLU says Saucon Valley School District will stick to its decision and not allow the after-school Satan Club to use district facilities. The Saucon Valley School District informed the organization Tuesday about its decision. The ACLU sent a letter to the school officials last week asking them to reinstate the club's meeting dates. They argue preventing the after-school Satan Club's meeting violates the First Amendment. It had asked the district to answer its request by noon Tuesday. It's unfortunate that the school district is doubling down on its unconstitutional and discriminatory action against the club and the Satanic Temple. We are consulting with our clients as they carefully consider the next steps, says Sarah Rose, Deputy Legal Director for the ACLU of Pennsylvania. The district superintendent has said that the club failed to meet all district requirements and therefore violates policy. The district had initially granted approval for the club. It rescinded the approval days after a threat was made against the district by a man who referenced the after-school Satan Club. Sao Yuk, of Charlotte, North Carolina, is accused of making the threat and is now behind bars. Who the fuck's name is Sao Yuk? Chow Yuk? Chow Uck? Q Uck? I don't know how to pronounce this fucking guy's name. I don't even know what fucking dialect that is. So wait, some fucking inbred hick hillbilly piece of shit threatened the fucking school, and they immediately are just like, well, no Satan Club, I guess, even though denying you the right to do that is unfucking constitutional. So yeah, I mean, like, you're allowed to have you're allowed to have a Bible club, you're allowed to have a Jesus club, but you're not allowed to have a Satan club. And
You're not allowed to have a Caucasian culture club. I found that out the hard way.
Yeah. Did you guys contact the ACLU about that one?
No, we left them out of it.
Maybe you should have fucking given it a shot, you know? You might have had a fucking chance.
Yeah.
TJ stuffs absurdly large, jagged foreign objects into his nether region. I don't think that's how you spell nether region, but okay.
Yeah, this
nether
dude
region.
That account is on thin fucking ice with me. Because that's the third time that I've read one of their fucking things, and it's just like a poorly conceived attempt at a fucking insult or whatever. If you don't bring the heat with your next one, I'm just gonna ban your ass, bitch.
Could TJ be enticed to give us a Hearts on Fire karaoke performance in the near future? I don't know. I'm trying to get that out of my head. So
Hot zone. We gotta do it, TJ.
Do it. Let's see what the volume level's like on this. Play. Fuck the volume level. It won't even fucking play at this point.
Could you please play?
Please play.
Come on, please.
Come out wherever you are. Here we go.
We're bringing Nico, a 17-year-old student from Arlington. Nico?
Governor Youngkin, your transgender model.
So this is a transgender student versus governor of what state is it?
Virginia.
Virginia, yeah. Yes. There you go.
Policies require that students play on the sports teams and use the restrooms that correspond with their sex assigned at birth. Look at me. I am a transgender man. Do you really think that the girls in my high school would feel comfortable sharing a restroom with me?
Yep. So first of all, Nico, thank you for again.
First of all,
dodge.
Well, first of all, let me just say how fine it is that we live in a country where such questions can be posited to leaders such as myself.
Again, asking the question, being here tonight, and engaging in this important discussion. I believe first
and foremost, God.
First time, I'm not going to answer your question. There's a second part of me not answering your question, and the third part is I'm not going to answer your question. Thanks.
Parents are engaged with their children, then you can make good decisions together.
I want to see this trans man dress up in a banana suit and say, "I'm a banana. Look at me go!" Ah! It's like Onision right there. Am I wrong?
I don't feel like he looks all that much like Onision, but I saw someone in the chat say that, so there must be
like
something
Onision
to
to me.
I don't really see the Onision resemblance. He reminds me of more is that fucking dude that killed himself from It and sidekicks and shit. What was that dude's name?
Jonathan Brandis.
Yeah,
Right.
I see more of a Jonathan Brandis thing, but white chat messages are some dog water right now.
I mean, when are they not?
Met your dad, and I'm glad that you're both here together. That's really, really important. I also think that
Someone says Onision mixed with Mark Hamill.
there are lots of
You could ask an AI.
involved in this decision, and what's most important is that we try.
I also think it's just kind of fucking lame to compare anyone to Onision. That's not Onision because it's like mean.
Very hard to accommodate students. That's why I have said many, many times, we just need extra bathrooms in schools. We need gender neutral bathrooms. And so people can use a bathroom. I think sports are very clear.
So basically, just to fucking, it's a non-answer.
Yeah.
It's just gibbering fucking, there's no, like, you're asked a direct question. You can't give a direct fucking answer. You just go on this fucking like long fucking politician tangent. You don't actually address the issue.
You say, oh, well, first of all, let me just say how fine it is. You asked me that question, and many times we as politicians must balance out the constituents' desires versus the.
Well, I think Virginia is a blue state, but kind of purplish, kind of too. I think it kind of leans more towards the, it's almost down the middle. So he has to give some like generic answer that basically pleases nobody, but still tries to kind of, in some roundabout way, sound like he's answering the question.
I guess you're right. Well, listen to this, Scotty. John Paul II covered up child abuse as cardinal in Poland. Support.
No. Fake news.
Shocking.
Never was the Catholic Church ever done anything like that.
So the thing that's funny about this is John Paul II was like the one, and I'm sure he will remain the one, who gets his like fucking dick sucked nonstop by every fucking Catholic.
Oh, he was an amazing pope.
Like this is like,
Oh man, these popes since John. I wish we could get John Paul II back. These popes since then, that Ratzinger fucking rat fucker, fuck him. This new pope, fuck him. John Paul II. Now there was a fucking pope.
So the late Polish Pope John Paul II knew about child abuse in Poland's Catholic Church years before becoming pontiff and helped cover it up. Private broadcaster TVN reported Sunday. Michael Gutowski, the investigator behind the broadcast, said that Carol Wojcik, I'm having trouble with names tonight, Carol something, as he then knew of cases of pedophile priests within the church while still a cardinal in Krakow. He transferred the priests to other dioceses, one as far away as Austria, to ensure no scandal ensued, he said. Wojtyla, who was pope for 27 years from 1978 until his death in 2005, wrote a letter of recommendation for a priest accused of abuse to Vienna Cardinal Franz Koenig without mentioning the accusation, says Gutowski. During his investigation, Gutowski said he spoke to victims of pedophile priests, their families, and former church diocese employees. He cites documents from the former communist-era SB secret police and rare church documents to which he managed to get access. But Gutowski said that Krakow diocese had refused him access to his own documentary archives. Sorry. The Polish church has in the past refused to provide documents to the judiciary or a public commission of inquiry investigating cases of church abuse of minors. One of Gutowski's sources said it on condition of anonymity that he had personally told Wojtyla about the acts of pedophilia concerning one priest in 1973. Wojtyla first wanted to make sure it wasn't a bluff, the source said. He asked it not be reported anywhere. He said he would deal with it. The then cardinal had explicitly requested the alleged affair be kept strictly under wraps, he added. So, yeah, I mean, like the idea that this guy was some kind of like special exception, you know, no, he was, and like, I'm sure that this not only happened before he was pope, but probably while he was pope as well. Because there's no, the Catholic Church clearly knew all about this and had a policy for what to do when it happened, which is move him around, put him in a different parish, put him somewhere where no one knows. I was at an altar server at my church when I was younger and growing up Catholic. Woo, good thing I was a girl.
Yeah, no interest.
Priest like, eh. Yeah, every once in a while. Not in the Catholic Church, you know. Other churches, you might have been in danger, but in the Catholic Church, you're pretty much safe.
I mean, the Catholic Church has done this fucking pretty much forever. Anytime there's really a problem with a priest or somebody in the church, they don't go, oh, well, you know, they should face secular authorities. They go, well, we'll handle it internally. And because they're a huge organization, they get to do that.
Scotty, what are we at goal-wise?
So let's see. We
also have some in Streamlabs. I know Cynic at least.
We're at 463 right now.
460 on
463.
Is that just YouTube or is that Streamlabs as well?
Both.
Okay, cool.
So I guess we can pull up our goals again. Where are we at right now as far as?
I'll show you.
All right, so we just did Florida man birthdays. That's done.
So we have made our first 3 goals. These 3 have all happened. We're doing the infinite stupidity of Lauren Boebert. We're doing religious fails, and we're doing Florida man birthdays. The next goal that we're striving towards for $600 is funny ass 1-star reviews. For $750, we got Ben Shapiro getting mad at Andrew Tate for the stupidest fucking reason you could ever goddamn imagine. And for $1,000, we have the individual segment situation. Subscribe to Onion Nuggets. We got new clips daily. That channel is linked down below. It's not this channel. We don't stream on that channel. This is a different channel. Go subscribe to the Onion Nuggets channel down below and click that alert bell. Do all that fucking engaging shit. And
engage.
On March 31st, we have the Conspiracy Theory Gauntlet. We're going to be taking 6 hours or so to look at various conspiracies, to kind of determine like, hey, which ones have some merit, which ones are totally off the wall, which ones we're not sure about. We're going to look at some ones that you probably never heard of before. We're going to look at all kinds of stuff, try to figure out what's really going on in this crazy mixed up world of ours. You also, if you join our Patreon, get access to all of our previous gauntlets, such as the Jordan Peterson Gauntlet, the Andrew Tate Gauntlet, the Religious Hucksters Gauntlet. And tonight on the Grease Trap, which is also that's the show we do just for patrons. It's like the after show to this show. Tonight on the Grease Trap, we're going to do some ugly city tours. We're going to take a look at some of America's fuggliest locales. And then we have a new Patreon goal for 5,000 patrons. That means if we get 5,000 people to sign up for our Patreon, we're going to be doing the Manatee Gauntlet, because I know so many people have wanted that for so long, but we can't just do, we can't, if you're good at something, never do it for free, as the Joker will tell you.
That's true. It's good advice.
And I know one thing we've always been good at. It's talking about the Manchester situation.
It's a lot of situation with a lot of individuals.
5,001 night? No. That's a standing goal. That's, not just tonight.
5,000 overall for our Patreon.
Yes. That's it's not 5,000 a night, bro. Yeah, thanks, Stragos. Stragos? Whatever. A GOP war on woke. Most Americans view the term as positive, USDA/Ipsos poll finds. By 56 to 39%, Americans say woke means being aware of social injustice, not being overly politically correct. Republican presidential hopefuls are vowing to wage a war on woke, but a new USA Today Ipsos poll finds a majority of Americans are inclined to see the word as a positive attribute, not a negative one. 56% of those surveyed say the term means to be informed, educated on, or aware of social injustices. That includes not only 3/4 of Democrats, but also more than a third of Republicans. Overall, 39% say instead the word reflects what has become the GOP political definition, to be overly politically correct and police others' words. That's the view of 56% of Republicans. The findings raise questions about whether Republican campaign promises to ban policies at schools and workplaces they denounce as woke could boost a contender in the party's primaries. No. I can tell you right now, in the Republican Party, this anti-woke rhetoric is always, it's obviously a hit. They obviously fucking love it. They're holding signs that say stop woke. You look at the fucking, like the level of engagement that right-wingers get from this, like, yeah, maybe there's a third of Republicans that are like, I don't really give a fuck about that shit. But the people who do give a fuck about it are super engaged by it. Like, woke has become the new boogeyman for them.
And it's been redefined.
But the question is it going to actually win them a general election? Probably fucking not. It seems like kind of a non-starter. It's a great way to energize their base, but most people kind of just look at it like they're probably just sick of hearing the fucking word. That's how I feel at this point. I wish they'd do a poll on how many people are fucking sick of even hearing the fucking word woke at this point.
Well, when you really think about the Republican strategy or conservative strategy, it's not even based around increasing the total number of Republicans. If that happens, obviously they're not going to be upset about it, but it's really more about just trying to tilt the table as much as humanly possible in their favor. That's most of their policies. So if you look at their policies, like, why aren't those policies really reactive to anything but their most hardcore supporters? And that's why. Because they as long as they have that base on lockdown, it doesn't really matter. They're not really trying to win. They're just trying to gerrymander and rig and do everything possible to make sure they win besides that. They're not actually trying to build a base or a coalition of different interests.
Well, obviously, because they've done nothing to do that.
Look at maybe on the state level, the GOP has done some shit for their constituents, but really on a national level, it just doesn't really seem to be there. Like, I don't know what I've seen anyone in the Republican Party introduce, and like every once in a while they'll float some new shitty proposal out that if it's even analyzed, just like, what is this? Oh, it's just a giant gift to the rich and big business. That's about it. That's about the only thing they even ever propose. Or it's like tax cuts, like, we need to cut more taxes. That's going to benefit everybody. And the way they sell it to the American people, like, well, you know what? You want to pay more taxes? But to be honest, most Americans are not going to affect their taxes in any significant way.
Yeah, I love when the not the Bush tax cuts. I love when the Trump tax cuts basically like are set to expire for everyone but the super wealthy. It's like, oh yeah, we're giving everybody a tax cut. Oh, but yours is temporary. My rich friends, theirs is permanent. It's like, okay, cool.
I'm just sick of the same. I'm sick of the same fucking Republican argument for the last 40 years of my fucking life.
It is exhausting.
The gay agenda in the 90s, and now it's fucking woke.
Just rebrand the same fucking socially regressive bullshit over and over and over again. Maybe that's part of the plan. Just wear me out.
And then back in the 1930s and shit, it was like, they are degenerates. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's a different political party, kind of. My bad. Children of same-sex parents see outcomes as good or better than heterosexual couples. I don't know, what would you expect different? What I want to know is what's with this or, as good or better? Are they better or not? Let's find out.
I think really what it says more than anything is it's just like the outcome is not really affected by that. It's not a negative to have both parents at the same sex.
All right, so the research published by BMJ Global Health Journal analyzed 34 studies across countries where same-sex marriage is legal. In the study, they compared the development of children who were raised by couples that were identified as gay, lesbian, bisexual, queer, or transgender with those raised by heterosexual parents. The researchers, who were based in the US and China, used data from 16 of the studies for their meta-analysis on the topic. The results suggested that children, especially those around preschool ages, may have a better psychological adjustment when raised by LGBTQ couples than when raised by heterosexual couples. The study also found that children raised by same-sex or other LGBTQ parents may have better relationships with their parents than those raised by traditional heterosexual couples. When analyzing relationship satisfaction and parental mental health, as well as family and parenting stress, the researchers found similar results among both groups. Children also have similar physical health outcomes in both types of households, according to the study. The researchers also said the risk factors of those with poor family outcomes included stigma and discrimination, insufficient social support, and marital status. The next step is to integrate multiple aspects of support and multi-level interventions to reduce the adverse effects on family outcomes with long-term goals of influencing policy and lawmaking for better. It must be really frustrating to be like a scientist or a researcher and to constantly like provide these facts to politicians, and they're just like, yeah, we don't give a fuck. Who cares? Yeah. Been watching for 15 years. Please accept this small tribute to the greatest entertainment trio of all time. We have not even been doing this for fucking 15 years.
Nah, we have been. That's a lie. Been
So you're
watching for
fucking-
15 years.
You're a liar. Show only started a
not.
fucking couple
You're lying,
hours ago.
TJ. You're lying. You're a liar, TJ. You're a lying sack of shit.
Are they?
This is a shock to no one. We've talked about
wait,
this.
no, but Cynic destroyed them, dude.
Oh,
Cynic,
really?
Cynic just destroyed the study. He put facts in quotes.
What's it?
Yeah, just like, oh, yeah, well, interesting meta-analysis of 34 different studies across multiple countries and all, but facts. I win. Okay,
Yeah, that's it,
good for
dude.
you.
He knocked facts on, like he says facts, and whatever is the opposing viewpoint gets knocked on its ass. Like, oh, I'm dazed. I can't stand.
Knockout blow.
It's a rigged study. The study was
Scotty.
rigged.
You're about to see your senator, all right?
He's a fine senator, boy. I tell you what. I say. He's a great
It's time.
This Senator John Kennedy, Republican, Louisiana, went on quite a rant at CPAC this week.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you, TJ, he's a hell of a ranter. He's
gonna be going
really
off
smart.
on a hell of a rant,
He's
Scotty.
really smart. Good senator, TJ.
He's a smart boy. Check it out.
Americans do not deserve to be governed
Yeah.
by deeply weird,
Yeah.
narcissistically woke people
Yeah.
who hate George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Dr. Zeus, and Mr.
Dr. Zeus, you say?
Dr. Zeus.
Yeah, Dr. Zeus, right here, I love him.
I prescribe a lightning bolt for your punk ass. Like, all right, cool.
Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head. Scotty?
It was your side of the party that was all fucking worked up about Mr. Potato Head.
By the way, this is a fake accent. John Kennedy, when he got elected to the Senate, pretty much was, I do declare now.
Mr. Potato Head, the American people don't deserve to be governed by Mr. Potato Head and Dr. Seuss.
I'd rather Mr. Potato Head or Dr. Seuss than this fucking idiot. That killed?
Can you imagine being stupid enough to laugh at that?
All right, guys. If we ever just fail, we're all conservatives and we're going to CPAC, man. Anything we say, we'll just kill. It does not matter how we deliver it. It doesn't matter if we have timing or actually good jokes. We'll just be set.
All we have to do is just pepper it with the word woke and say, Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head, Dr. Zeus, bunch of deeply weird narcissisms over there doing all that gibbering and jabbering, hating George Washington, hating Abraham Lincoln, hating them all.
who hyperventilate on their yoga mats if you use the wrong pronoun.
Peak fucking comedy. Right here. Right fucking here.
Who think kids should be able to change their gender at recess.
Yeah.
Who carry around Ziploc bags of kale to give them energy.
No one does that. No one carries around a Ziploc bag full of kale. And
They ought to carry around a Ziploc bag of cocaine like I do.
Yeah.
And who think they are better than us.
Doesn't sound like you think you're better than them at all. You seem really humble.
By the way, to me, kale tastes like I'd rather be fat.
Good. I can't, you know what? On that point and that point only, I guess we agree. Because kale is pretty fucking gross.
I mean, yeah.
Wasn't Abe Lincoln supposedly bi? Who knows? Who cares? Who gives a rat's ass?
I mean, but let's be honest, guys. Attacking kale is like, I mean, that's just like that's low hanging fucking vegetables or fruit. I mean, at that point, I mean, no one really likes fucking kale.
No one does.
If you do, you really don't.
Giving the middle finger is a God-given right, Canadian judge rules.
Got him.
You're always in here shit-talking Canada, Scotty. But you know what? Over in Canada, they've declared the middle finger is a God-given right. How do you feel about that?
Freedom of speech is, and expression in the U.S. This has been determined long before Canada ever even came around to that. And also, look, God-given right. I mean, look, this is a bunch of atheists here. Like, I don't think any of us thinks it's a God-given right.
I do. I don't even believe in God, and I still think it's a God-given right. How about that?
Your position is self-defeating. Like, I don't believe in it, but I still think it came from it. So you acknowledge it didn't come from that. Thanks.
No, I'm saying it did come from that.
Okay, then that's illogical.
No, it's not. How's it illogical? Explain. Yeah, fucking explain your
How
logic.
is it illogical?
Yeah.
You said God doesn't exist, right?
Correct.
Okay, but yet the rule still came from him, or the ability to flip someone off is a God-given right.
Correct.
Well, how did it come from someone that doesn't exist or something that doesn't exist?
Because he exists when he gives it to you.
It
But
exists
outside of the context of that, he does not exist.
So then he does exist.
No, only when he's given you the ability to flip the bird.
Well, that means then God does exist.
But only in that instance. Only in
But
that
still-
very
but
limited
still-
parameter.
but Still, God exists then.
No. Wrong, Scott.
Well, yes, you just said it. What do you mean wrong?
You
You're the
don't-
one that said it.
You just
I
don't
didn't
understand,
say
I
it.
guess. You're too stupid to get it, Scotty. I don't know what to tell you. You're just too
I
dumb to
guess
get
so,
it.
man. Sorry.
Mexican cartel apologizes for kidnapping, killing Americans. Turns over 5 it says is responsible. Good.
Oopsie daisy. Sorry about that.
Hey, it's Weed Donkey.
Hey, Donkey, are you a part of the cartel?
See,
Oh, shit, really?
we accidentally kidnapped a few Americans and a couple of them died,
Yeah, it happens.
Sorry.
We forgive you. Yeah, it's okay, Weed Donkey.
We didn't mean to.
Well, Weed Donkey, I think to really make it up to America, you should probably give me some more weed.
Okay, here you
That
go.
sounds fair. Thank you, Weed Donkey. We're good, TJ. He just gave me a fucking fat stack.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, bygones be. I didn't know Weed Donkey was involved in this. Bygones be bygones.
Yeah,
on
I
that
mean,
one.
I'm not worrying about that.
Arkansas
Weed Donkey,
governor
yeah.
signs bill rolling back child labor protections.
Put those lazy ass woke kids to fucking work. Finally, someone
Ain't
had
gonna
the
be
courage
woke in
to
the
do it.
mines, are you, little fucking shit? Get in the fucking mines.
I want to be free to do whatever I want whenever I want. You're free to dig in that mine, bitch. Dude, Arkansas's got a lot of diamonds and shit, right?
Yeah.
Government needs that shit. Put those kids to work.
Put them kids to work mining them diamonds. Arkansas Republican Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders signed a bill into law this week that rolls back a number of child protection, labor protections across the state, including a measure that required employees to obtain work certificates for children under the age of 16. The governor believes protecting kids is most important. But this permit was an arbitrary burden on parents to get permission from the government for their child to get a job, Sanders spokesperson Alexa Henning said in a statement.
Lie.
All child labor laws that actually protect children still apply, and we expect businesses to comply just as they are required to do now. Previously, minors under the age of 16 needed to verify their age and get written consent of a parent or guardian before a work certificate could be issued by the state's Division of Labor. But HB 1410, known as the Hiring Youth Act of 2023, which passed the Arkansas State Legislature earlier this month, no longer requires youth under the age of 16 to have that work certificate as a condition of their employment.
You know why you had that law to begin with? To make sure they didn't have underage people working in those jobs in Arkansas. If you remove that requirement, then you can literally just say, how old are you? And you can be 12. And it's like, nope, I'm 16, whatever age I need to be. That works out for me. You're hired. And we've seen it at a bunch of jobs and across a bunch of states, like kids working in like meat processing factories, and they're like 12.
Well, here's one right here. Packers Sanitation Services illegally employed at least 102 children between the ages of 13 and 17 in jobs that require them to use toxic chemicals and clean razor-sharp saws.
It sounds like a great job for a young child or a teenager, excuse me.
Yeah. I've been working in the meat processing plant all the livelong day. Yeah, it's time to go back to it's time to take you back to the past.
Well, think about it. If you have no law or actual requirement to verify someone's age until they become 18, you can essentially just exploit them. Look at this, TJ. So they made it easier for kids to get a job. That's bad.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's bad about it.
Cynic is just like dying for fucking attention tonight. TJ, can you give him some fucking attention or something, please?
It doesn't help.
This motherfucker is he's dying for it tonight. Like every fucking stupid piece of right-wing garbage that we cover tonight, he's like, what's the problem here? It's like, you fucking moron.
You have to just realize he's fucking crazy. Like he literally oscillates back and forth on thinking that space is fake. Like sometimes it'd be like, it's all a projection on this. I'm just joking around. I don't really think that, but it is though. It's like, all right.
I mean, I don't know what the true nature of reality is either. So, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe we're wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe it is, dude. Maybe space is fake, TJ.
I'm pretty sure 13-year-olds working in hazardous environments is not like a great thing.
Nah, put those motherfuckers in the salt mines and the coal mines. Like you want, look, TJ, you want to bring the coal mines back to West Virginia, TJ?
Black lung makes them strong.
Yeah, look, that kid lives 10 years. That's a good life. He lived a good life.
Paul mad. Yeah, dude, I am. So what? Why is that? Why with your generation is that like a fucking argument? Like I don't get it. Like, oh, I've been sitting here all night saying fucking dumpster diving level takes, and now you're mad. It's like, yes. Yeah.
At least I'm not cynic.
Thanks, damn. Buddy. We're at 509 now. So we've hit our next goal, I believe.
Nope. Our next goal is at 600.
Oh shit, dude, I'm a liar.
So we're 90 away.
I thought we had made it.
I've been working on the salt mines since I was just 3. Neo-Nazi homeschoolers could be paid $22,000 to teach their kids about Hitler. Ohio's backpack bill would funnel over $1 billion of taxpayer money into homeschooling in private schools, including the neo-Nazi dissident homeschool network. About time, that's all I could say. The neo-Nazi homeschooling couple from Upper Sandusky, Ohio, could receive a huge taxpayer-funded windfall of up to $22,000 per year if a Republican-backed legislation known as the Backpack Bill is passed by state lawmakers. A new nonpartisan fiscal review of House Bill 11, which was co-sponsored by Republican lawmakers Rep. Marilyn John and Rep. Reardon McLean, concludes that the universal voucher system the legislation proposes would cost the taxpayer over $1.1 billion per year, despite those who support the bill claiming it would be budget neutral. The bill would provide state funding for homeschooled children as well as children attending non-chartered private schools that don't have to
No,
follow state
that's called-
educational guidelines.
No, fuck that. That's called a private school. If you want to have a private school or you want to homeschool your kids, that's up to you. But you can't like coming to the taxpayer and going, I should fund whatever crazy shit we want. It's like, no, because you can look with like you can even see the result of this bill. You'd literally be funding neo-Nazis to teach like racist garbage and probably creationism or some bullshit like that. Like, no, you want to teach your kids fucking nonsense. It shouldn't be the fucking goddamn government or the fucking taxpayers or taxes to fund that. That's your own personal nonsense. If you want to fucking send their kids to school, send them to school. If you don't, because you don't believe that shit, then hey, it's really simple. Homeschool your kids and teach them a bunch of fucking nonsense about the world. It isn't even fucking accurate. Which you probably shouldn't actually be able to fucking do that, but you know, that's another issue.
No, nobody should be getting any kind of government stipend to keep their child out of school, let alone a Nazi. The reason why that there are laws that state that kids have to attend fucking public school is to make sure that they get a baseline education despite what hayseed morons their parents might be.
Right.
So nope. And this is like painting it like this couple's the only one that's going to be reaping any fucking benefit while teaching their kids Nazi bullshit. That's part of the problem with this homeschooling shit. Is, you know, a good significant chunk of them are fucking conservative evangelical Christians who have some pretty fucking Nazi ideas. If you really dig into the movement.
Oh, dude, I don't think it's so varying because I literally had like neighbors where I used to live. Their kids were homeschooled. I always see their kids run around the fucking neighborhood. So to be honest with you, they didn't end up learning much, but their mom was actually a former teacher at a school. So I'm like, okay, well, that's actually different because your mom actually was a teacher at that age. But like, you have to think when you progress beyond a certain age, you're probably not the best one to even be that teacher for that necessarily. And there's a lot of other implications of going to school as well. So I met some homeschool kids who are like, I mean, they had no social skills because they basically got indoctrinated in like Christian bullshit for most of their lives. And then it's like, okay, go into the real world now. And it's like, you're basically woefully unprepared. So there's a lot of elements that, you know, I feel really bad for these kids too, because like you're going to really suffer, not just from the knowledge aspect of it, but from the aspect of that they're not going to even develop any skills because they're going to be some insular group.
Yep. Oh man, this fucking news sucking the fucking life out of me, man. Fucking not even kidding.
Ah, dude, Paul should get a second win now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Paul's like the fucking the sales are going fucking limp.
Yep. I warned everybody at the top of this. I was like, I got shit left in the basket.
Paul's looking forward to the break. He's like, I've been doing this shit. You always need it, you know. I mean, all of us do, truthfully.
Gotta recharge the batteries.
I don't live in Ohio anymore. I don't want to fucking pay for retards like this to indoctrinate their kids. They can pay for it on their own dime.
Shut up, Scotty. Piece of shit. Singing a fucking song here, bitch.
What's that song they asked you to sing earlier? Hearts on Fire. Sing that.
Hearts on fire, strong desire, raging from within.
That's all I know. I don't know the
That's
rest.
not bad. Just get a karaoke version of it, TJ.
It's a good fucking song, Scotty. You don't even understand. That fucking song is so good. So good. Report: Elon Musk is building his own town in Texas. Musk wants his own company town where people live and work for him. Scotty, what's wrong? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
You're now paid in Tesla bucks.
Yeah, you get paid in mega Tesla dollars. And here we control inflation so your dollar goes a lot further as long as you spend it in Tesla town.
It's pegged to Bitcoin. It's super stable.
Yeah. This is what happens when the left wing in your country is busy jerking itself off about whether or not they should vote for Joe Biden to pay attention to labor issues. This is why I've been screaming labor movement now. This is company towns coming back. He probably wants to pay him in Tesla bucks.
SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk is planning to build his own town on the outskirts of Austin, Texas, the Wall Street Journal reports. It's apparently called Snailbrook, named after the Musk-founded Boring Company's gastropod mascot, and has purportedly been described by both Musk and his employees as his vision for a Texas utopia along the Colorado River, where SpaceX, Boring Company, and Tesla employees can live, work, and play and never have to leave. Yeah, of course. This is my dream. I've always wanted a town where I never had to leave. You know what I mean?
That's utopia, dude.
Child labor back. Fucking company towns back. Robber barons back.
Did they ever really go?
Yeah, they did for a little while.
For a minute, maybe under FDR.
For a little while, yeah. I mean, there was an expansion in the rights of workers that was directly resulted from the government breaking up giant conglomerates. So, also
Claire Grimes Boucher, Musk's on-again, off-again ex-girlfriend, and Kanye Ye West, the anti-Semitic rapper who recently said he was a personal fan of Hitler, have both consulted on the town's design, according to the report.
Oh my God.
So essentially, an entire town where employees work as well as live and play under Musk's watchful eye. Sounds like fun, especially given the record of company towns that have historically been prone to exploitation. Of course, if there were a yearbook vote on CEO likeliest to build their own town, Musk would absolutely win. But whether such a town would actually amount to becoming utopia is far less certain. Despite his self-avowed free speech absolutism, the billionaire has never been known to be friendly to dissonance or criticism among many of his company's ranks. His Twitter takeover in particular has provided the public with a fresh front row seat to exactly how little he likes to be disagreed with multiple reports alleging he is increasingly surrounding himself with sycophants while firing employees for simply disagreeing with him. And on a more tangible note, Musk is the problem with this article is that it thinks this should be an article about Elon Musk. And to some extent it should be. But like the broader story here, I think is more important. The fact that like we're at a point in American history where all of these things that we thought, all these demons we thought we exorcised are now rearing their ugly heads once more to be like, we're back. You thought you got rid of the company town, did you? Nope.
Yeah, history is pretty cyclical, dude. The same shit tends to happen over and over again.
History can lick my sickle, bitch. We have another Great Depression, and there'll be no FDR to save us this time. What are you talking about? Sleepy Joe is the new FDR. Didn't you hear that?
Didn't you hear that? Listen, I am the new FDR. Didn't you get the memo, Jack? To the bank. If you don't believe me, you're lying. Dog face, pony, soldier, Jack.
These mutants don't deserve free air. Amen. Motherfucking men.
Don't ever be sorry to TJ.
Sorry for joking your high school poetry when you were reading Edgar Allan Poe, TJ. That was rude. Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
Don't ever be sorry to TJ.
You're a little piece of shit, douchebag, turd, twat, motherfucker.
No, it's not true at all.
Do we need to do like a fucking something on company towns just to like remind people of why they're fucking bad? Does like America need like a little quick crash course on like why the company town's a bad idea?
There's a bunch of fucking simps would go out there like, man, that just sounds like a good deal. How much you want to bet, dude? You described it like, yeah, you don't have to worry about housing. You have a free Tesla to drive as long as you work for the business. It's like they'll sell all the benefits, and people are like, what's wrong with that? They want to give people free transportation, a free house. You know, it's great. You know, that's how it's gonna be. There's plenty of people that would act like they would just kill for this. Oh man, what's wrong with that? Oh, you know, sorry, but now that you're totally dependent on this employer, you can't quit. You can't leave. You want to leave? Okay, yeah, just throw your life away.
You won't even need to leave, Scotty.
Yeah, why would you want?
Why would you want to leave? Why would you even want to leave? It's so great.
Oh, we violate your labor laws and rights, and we treat you like shit. Sorry. Well, you know, I mean, we own you now.
What right? I mean, what do you want? The right to be a lazy bum that doesn't work? Who needs that right? You don't need a right to do that. New FDR giving an extra $30 billion to the military this year. Amen. I mean, well, look, you know, he's a patriot.
We have to keep America strong. We have to keep America safe. And look, if we don't give the military more and more money every year, we're just going to be invaded and taken over. Like 2 minutes. 2 minutes flat. Our military is just going to roll over if they don't get more money.
Sorry to Bother You is about a satirical future parody of Amazon that everybody lives in dorms in the factory. That's not a satirical parody. That's just like pretty much the future we've guaranteed.
Coming to a dystopia near you.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're already eyeballing that shit. Like, Amazon has pretty much already like openly stated that's what they want to fucking do. Like they want you to basically live in Amazonia. And apparently Musk has a pretty similar vision. Like, you think Musk is the only one fucking pursuing this idea right now? Because he ain't. A bunch of these giant corporations have started to think to themselves, like, what if we just owned these people? What if we just returned to like absolute serfdom and just get rid of any pretense of fucking freedom?
I mean, we're already at the level of absolute serfdom without company towns.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, get rid of any. I mean, like, basically just be like, yeah, you just work for your Lord. You know, whether that be Lord Amazon or Lord Tesla, Boring Company, fucking Starlink, or Lord fucking Microsoft, or whatever the fuck it may be. And you just, you know, all of your toil is for them, and all of your needs are met by them to whatever extent they choose to meet them. And that's your existence. And there's no escape because you have no fucking resources that are good anywhere but there. And Cynic doesn't care. Cynic 2 is on the scene. Wah, wah, cry. You showed us, Cynic. You got us.
I just don't even know how
trying
you
one in
respond to that.
Nevada.
I feel like that's such an airtight argument. It's like, no, I'm done. Dude.
I mean, you know, I thought I had some good points there until Cynic was like, "You're a crying little bitch. Wah, cry." And then I was like, "Oh, I guess he's right. I guess all this
wokeness ruining everything. Everybody woke now. You should cry, baby."
It's like, fuck off, bitch.
This is a good point, TJ. Where are Lord Paul's tomatoes?
That is true. Where are the tomatoes at?
You promised a tomato crop years ago. How long take to fucking grow some
I don't know
tomatoes?
why. You know, I fucking brought several bushels of tomatoes to Lord Paul's fucking estate. And he ate them all and said, "Oh, delicious."
What insolence! You have to come before Lord Paul for 1 second.
The very next show, he starts fucking feigning ignorance
of tomatoes.
The very next show, he starts feigning ignorance, like, "Oh, what? I don't know. What?"
Are you questioning the honor of Lord Paul? Are you really doing that?
I'm questioning.
Sounds like somebody needs a beheading, yo.
It does. What insolence! What temerity you would demonstrate here.
All right, I'm gonna draw and quarter you, TJ.
You can draw me, but you can't quarter me. Sorry. Fluffy butt cheeks.
Fluffy butt cheeks.
Thanks, Lord Flanus the Flatanus. You truly are a god among men.
Shouldn't it be? Oh, I get it. They want the fluffy butt cheeks to flay. That makes sense.
Amen.
Dinor's got fluffy butt cheeks.
That's true. Dinor does have fluffy butt. Let's take a look.
This is a real intelligent woman in the Congress now, TJ.
Welcome to Amazon Home with Alexa and Amazon Ring 24/7 security, so you're always safe. Go to Whole Foods and Amazon Health to use Amazon credits. I still remember the day not that long ago where I logged on to Amazon and Amazon was letting me know, like, we could be your doctor now too if you want. Like, no, not yet. Maybe soon, but not quite yet.
Dude, if the Republicans are going to genuinely be back on this, like,
we'll put women back in the kitchen, fucking feminism destroyed America.
Can they start cleaning house in their own party for the sake of all of us, please? Can you guys start with the Republican Party so we don't have to look at fucking Lauren Boebert and
like,
who's that other fucking
wouldn't
idiot?
That be a great Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Yep.
Wouldn't that be great proof of concept? Like, women belong in the kitchen. All right, start with yours.
Yeah, get Lauren Boebert's ass off of my fucking television screen. Get her out of your party. What is this uppity woman doing trying to talk for the Republican Party? What is the Republican Party? All these women in it. Is it woke over there? Starting to look like woke town over there at the Republican
what are you
Party.
know? What are you guys, the woke publicans now?
But we need to defund wokeism.
Let's start by getting rid of your fucking. Let's start by
statement.
getting rid of you. We need to defund wokeism, such as the Republican Party having all these tokenistic women in leadership roles. All of a sudden, get out. I'm with Paul.
Conservative women are hot, dude. You need to take a fucking drive around the South, bro. You need to take a drive around the South before you talk any bullshit.
Yeah, like occasionally they'll fucking put one up there that's halfway decent on the eyes, but like, you know, really the majority of fucking people, Republican, Democrat, whatever the fuck, like the majority of people are just not all that fucking pleasant on the eyes. Let's just be honest.
That's true.
The majority of people are just kind of like whatevs. They range from like to like ugh. You know, so like, come on. But yeah, I mean, like occasionally, yeah, there's some, honestly, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to even say there are attractive conservative women because like, honestly, the fucking second I find out they're conservative, like any sort of like superficial pleasantness that their appearance has is like just evaporates in my mind.
Yeah.
Like they
I
just,
mean,
like I look at
personality is a big part of me finding somebody genuinely attractive, and conservative women are uniformly repellent.
yeah, this bitch is not attractive. I mean, like I could see how maybe if she wasn't fucking, you know, the spawn of Satan's anus, I might kind of be like, all right, she's not so bad, but like, you know, hey.
Dude,
TJ,
the
admit it.
spawn of Satan's anus would be hot as fuck.
She's hot, TJ. Admit it. Admit it.
I mean like the Bill Hicksian Satan in that instance, you know?
Oh, gotcha.
Like the Satan of fucking the sellouts who are destroying humanity. I guess I should come up with a different name. I'll just call it Economos. The whores of Economos.
Every authorization that these agencies have that allows them to be woke, it has to be defunded. Every woke.
All three of you would smash Don't Lie Lol. Yeah, with a fucking refrigerator.
I was going to say with a truck, but yeah.
Has to be defunded. You have critical race theory in your school. Well, you don't get federal funding.
There's no fucking school that has critical race theory in there. I mean, like I know.
Yep, they do, TJ.
As far as critical race theory goes,
Yes,
like
they do.
These people, when they say critical race theory, they're not actually talking about critical race theory. They're just talking about like, if you learn anything about any atrocity committed by America in like racial matters, that's just like, oh yeah, that's critical race theory. You were taught about slavery. That's critical race theory.
All right, TJ, define critical race theory. Then you love it so much. Oh, he don't know.
That's the thing.
He don't know.
That's the thing. I probably couldn't give you a fucking super cogent definition of critical race theory because it's a fucking college level thing, and I've never gone to college for it.
TJ, can I explain it to you real quick, real easy?
Sure.
White people bad. That's where they're trying to teach kids in school.
Anytime they teach white people bad.
No one's fucking taught that white people are
that's
fucking
what it
bad.
is, TJ. You woke. That's what woke. If you not woke, you gotta.
If all you get
do is say you hate white.
If all you get from learning about like slavery and Jim Crow and shit is like white people bad, then you're fucking pretty goddamn stupid. You're a pretty dense motherfucker if that's the only lesson you can draw from that.
Anymore. That's how I think it should be, and that's what we need to go through line item with these agencies and say.
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
No, I like that.
But we need.
I like that. Look at that fucking guy having to fucking placate her by acting like, yeah, I respect what this fucking nattering cunt is saying to me. I really do. Paul's right. It's time to, if you want to fucking say that women shouldn't have a fucking voice in the country, then start with your own. Shut this bitch up already.
Yeah, you really truly believe that, then shut yourself up. Take yourself out of the conversation.
Here's Lauren Boebert on the subject of climate change.
You want to say?
I'm gonna turn it up a little smidgen. It's kind of low.
It might make no point, like make no sense to send Boebert back to the kitchen though, because I doubt she could fucking cook a pack of ramen.
Yeah,
look at her. She doesn't look like she could cook shit.
She ain't. Yeah, she probably would be incompetent in the kitchen too.
You burn your fucking cereal.
Agree with the gentleman who said we need to stop saying climate change isn't real. Climate change is absolutely real. It happens 4 times every year. Colorado sometimes happens 4 times in a day.
Get it? The changing of the seasons. That's get
Yeah,
it?
it does exist. Oh, dude, you'll hear this shit all the time. Although conservatives go, yeah, sure, the climate's changing, but it's always been changing. It's not a big deal.
It's called weather, dumbass lib.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, oh yeah. So it changes. I mean, yeah. So a million years from now, it might be hot on the planet, but whatever. You're gonna be dead anyways.
But we have to get aggressive and say, you know, there is going to be money spent in the Department of Education that is going to be funded. What do we want that funding to go towards? What do we not want it to go towards?
Not hating
There are schools that are worse than that are teaching worse than just gender ideology.
Yeah.
I mean, they have comprehensive sex ed. They're teaching kids how to have and enjoy sex, and even same-sex sex, how to pleasure themselves.
What?
Yep.
This is not something
Yeah, but like
elementary students should learn, or nor any.
This is
student.
a ridiculous argument.
So
You don't need to teach young people how to have sex. Like, how does sex work? Like, how fucking naive about sex can you possibly be? Like, humans have been having sex for hundreds of thousands of years.
Their words, discounts. I think you mean 3 words, but yes, discount Sarah Palin. Yeah, like
they're just too old now to get their jollies off. So you got to move on to this one here.
All right, so I want you to remember this though, because this has an arc. The next 3 clips have an arc. The first 2 were just kind of what happened?
The amount of fucking misspellings and shit in our chat tonight is really it's triggering me hard.
Oh, poor Paul. It's okay, Paul.
Oh man. Oh, we have failed as a species.
Guys, I need you to try to up your spelling game so Paul doesn't get triggered no more.
Please, dude, please use fucking punctuation for one night, please. Pretty please, and capitalization and everything. Do it right, please.
All right, listen. These next 3 clips have an arc. So you just heard her say that, you know, these schools are teaching these kids about sex, and that's inappropriate. It's not appropriate, okay?
Right.
This next clip is going to be her saying that the teen mom rates in the South, in like rural counties, are something special. So she just said no sex ed bad. Listen to this.
And you know, there's something special about rural conservative communities. They value life. If you look at teen pregnancy rates throughout the nation, well, they're the same in rural and urban areas. However, abortion rates are higher in urban areas, and teen mom rates are higher in rural conservative areas, because we understand the preciousness of the life
No.
that is
you deny
What?
access to healthcare and a viable option to most of these women.
Are you trying to spin teen mom rates as a positive fucking attribute?
Yeah. She's literally trying, after doing her anti-sex education rant, her next fucking pivot in this clip is like, well, teen mom rates in fucking rural America really kind of awesome. You think about it. It's like, no.
Well, it's because they know it's bullshit. They know, dude, you can preach
It'd be
abstinence
awesome if they were
only
like
till the end of time. It's not going to work.
0. All right, I'm gonna check. So this is the 3rd part. You would think that that was the whole arc, but the arc continues.
tell me the name of the
This is great. This is Lauren Boebert said the mom won't tell her the name her grandson would be. So this is about her 17-year-old daughter who is pregnant. Because Lauren Boebert's own 17-year-old daughter is going to be a teen mom. Here you go.
Shocking.
So I'm very honored to announce that to you all, and I hope to have pictures in the upcoming couple of months to share with you. And Mom won't tell me the name of the baby.
Nobody wants to see your fucking hideous,
I will learn with all
deformed grandchild, Loan Blowfart. Please go away. This goes for everybody, too. I don't want to see pictures of your goddamn children. All right? Keep those for yourself.
I agree. I agree with that profoundly. Send me pictures of your pets if you want.
Yeah, I'd love to see a picture of your pet, but keep your picture of your stupid fucking kid.
It's her son. Okay, so I'm sorry, I actually got that wrong. So her 17-year-old son is having a child with a 15-year-old girl.
God
And-
bless him.
And this is
God bless him.
the fact that this 15-year-old girl is pregnant is being by her 17-year-old son is being pushed by her as like some sort of like positive, like good outcome. Like, oh, that's great.
Because they're choosing life, TJ.
That's
God's
wonderful.
got a plan for us all.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it is. Oh,
Isn't that just the greatest thing?
oh, it's wonderful, TJ.
I want to remind you of 2 video clips ago where this bitch was like, why we need all this sex education in schools? I don't know. Maybe so 15-year-olds don't get fucking pregnant.
That'd be nice.
Maybe that'd be a fucking, that seems like a pretty good, compelling goddamn reason to me. I don't know. Use this money for tacos. Okay. I can pretty much promise you that I will. Ban this fuck. There's always someone. Always got some controversial figure in the chat. But that's the Lauren Boebert section. Next up for $300, we have the religious fails section. We have met that goal. What are we at right now, Scotty?
Let's check.
You tell me really quick before we move on.
We are
what
at
we're
579.
So we are currently at 579. Our next goal is $600. Funny ass 1-star reviews. So there you go. Put me in timeout, mods. Oh, wait, you can't. I'm pretty sure they can.
You're
But okay.
in timeout, Cynic.
There you go. So it's time for some religious fails, which I know that's kind of hard to believe, you know, but sometimes in our country, religion actually does have its fails, you know? I mean, like, I know you guys are probably used to all these wins.
No, dude, there's no way.
You know, but like sometimes they do lose. I mean, it's hard to believe, but it does happen.
I mean, do you have video evidence of these fails, TJ?
I'm sorry to say that I do.
That's the only way I'm going to believe it. So I'm glad you brought something as concrete as this. Are you sure these are actually, that's not been doctored in any way? It's
I
not
mean,
been
these
altered?
obviously could potentially be deep fakes or AI generated or something like that.
Have you
but
ever verified the authenticity of these clips independently, each one?
I honestly have to be 100% truthful with you. I
So,
have not. So these could
Satan
all
be
be
playing a trick on all of us right now. And in fact, this is actually not a bunch
I
of religious
mean,
fails.
you know, Scotty, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was, Scotty?
I don't know. What was it?
You know, Scotty, the devil's greatest trick.
The greatest trick?
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled, Scotty.
Convincing the world he didn't exist. He wasn't real.
No,
He
that's
pulled a rabbit. He pulled a rabbit out of his hat.
no. He cut a hole in the bottom of like the popcorn tube and took this bitch out to the movies.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah,
And,
the monster in the popcorn. Yeah.
Yeah. But the second biggest trick was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Okay. Well, I mean, fair enough. The first trick is pretty good.
But you know, I'm not saying I approve of the whole fucking popcorn thing. I mean, it was a different time. It was the 70s. So
What about
like,
that time when he slapped God on the back and had a post-it note that said "kick me" in his hand? You know what I mean? He stuck a
yeah, and then fucking Gabriel was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then God fucking sent him to hell for a week. It was pretty crazy.
Going to hell. What the fuck?
Anyway, so we're a decent little bit away. We're not that far off of our $600 goal. I wanted to remind you guys that our $750 goal will be a Ben Shapiro video, which is pretty much sure to trigger Paul, and it involves Andrew Tate. And I know for a fact the psychological scars of doing the Andrew Tate gauntlet have not healed for Paul because they haven't even healed for me.
No.
And
they will never heal for me.
For $1,000, we do have the individual segment for worse. I know a lot of you guys are trying to get there. It's not looking super good for you right now, but you guys do have plenty of time still to fucking meet that goal. So dig
you
deep.
never know.
Dig deep, y'all. We got to grift you a little bit. Come on. It's YouTube, baby.
Grifty.
Here you go. Here's some religious nuts.
The coronavirus. I'm not going to get the coronavirus. I'm not going to give anybody the coronavirus because I can't get it because I've talked to God about it and I've taken my vaccine and my vaccine is Psalm 91. I am free from that mess.
See, folks, I'll tell you something. I'm going to boldly say this. I will not get the coronavirus.
I'm liking where this is going so far.
Yeah.
Is the next fucking video from his funeral?
Please let me. Please let me.
I was out because I was tested positive for COVID-19.
Just what an empty fucking suit. You have this fucking shit. You rail against vaccines and being tested. You're never gonna get it. And the minute, how'd you get tested? Because did you feel a little sniffly? Did you feel a little sick? Did you start getting worried? Like, what if something happens to me? Then suddenly you do need health care and you do need to be taken care of. It's astonishing.
Does that mean God lied to you when he told you that you were immune to the coronavirus?
Oh, yeah. I guess that's
so.
true.
I guess Psalm 1 didn't fucking do its job, huh?
So, see, with the power of the Holy Ghost, this is easy.
Praise the Lord, brother. Praise his name.
Oh my God.
Oh, let me see it again. With the power of the Holy Ghost, this is easy.
The power of Christ compels him. Let's see it.
You know what, guys? I'm going to take our banner off because I don't even want our logo to obstruct even a fucking pixel of this fucking beauty, okay? I want you guys
Slow
to
it
see.
down, by the way, too. I want to see it in slow motion.
Oh, yeah. One more time in normal speed,
Okay.
and then I'll do that for you.
This is easy.
Oh, no, I want to hear the whole sentence before he does it. I'm going all the way back. Fuck this guy. Whatever. Fuck him. Next.
See, with the power of the Holy Ghost, this is easy.
Did you always made it something you could do?
I think it collapsed or something. I don't know exactly what happened. It's just a hurdle. So no, he just fucked it up.
No, he fucked it up. Slow it
Yeah.
down. We'll be able to see
All
it
right.
in greater detail.
Let's see exactly how he fucked this.
This is easy.
He jumped. He hit the fucking front of it, dude. He didn't even hit the fucking like the hurdle itself. He hit the front of it and he fucking pushed it forward.
It looks like he's got one of those springboards, one of those like gymnastic springboards that they use, and it broke when his fat ass fucking jumped on. You might want to lower that hurdle a little bit for future demonstrations, my guy, so you don't need a fucking springboard to get over it.
Bread queen, yep.
At least you're not
It's possible.
queen.
At least you're not bread queen. All right.
Dude, I hope the next one is a pastor saying like, if I'm not true with you, may God strike me down with a meteor, and then just like a crater where a church used to be.
Yes. I should probably go back to normal speed.
That's right. That's beautiful.
And I love how it's called I Am Over It, too.
Yeah, I guess you're
Nope,
not.
I'm afraid you're not. It got
Well,
one
I
over
don't
on
know.
you, actually.
Damn, he's not getting up.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah.
Dude, there are just certain people that if there is a silence, they cannot fucking handle it. They're just like, I better put some kind of noise into this void. Woo!
We just ask that you remove any iniquities, God, that you remove anything that's stopping us from worshiping.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I got into it for a second, man. I was like, fucking rave. Some guy just showed us some ecstasy. It's like, forget your troubles. This is a rave. This isn't a fucking stodgy ass church thing. It's like, all right, disco ball drops down and shit. People
Sorry
start getting
about that.
high, getting fucking drunk. Like, all right.
Sorry about that. I played something that was kind of fun for a second. Whoops. Almost had a good time there.
Sister is dead from a poisonous snake bite. The 10th time he'd been bitten, and the 10th and final time that he refused medical treatment. He's one of a community of Christians who say vipers are as vital to their services as the Bible itself.
This was Pastor Jamie Coots 3 months ago, doing what his father and grandfather did before him in this tiny church in rural Kentucky.
There you go.
Go ahead, man.
I need that fucking, you know what? I'm gonna put it on my board at some point. The fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm music, because that's like that's what plays in my mind right now.
It has to.
Risking his life to praise the Lord with poisonous snakes. Coots and his
Please keep risking it every week, dude. Like any dumbass that wants to do this should just be allowed to do it immediately. As long as no harm comes to the snake.
Believe they are called by God to handle venomous serpents. It comes from a passage from the Bible, which they take literally. They will pick up serpents, and if they drink any deadly poison, it will not hurt them.
How come they
Well,
how come they don't
hurt
ever
them.
how come you never see them drinking deadly poisons?
Yeah.
Give it a
Somebody
shot.
get some fucking strychnine up in this church. Stat.
Dillahunty. Yeah, he does kind of look like fucking Dillahunty, huh?
An estimated 125 churches practice serpent handling in the United States.
That snake alone, you fucking bald fat prick. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you swinging it around?
Hey, grifter, leave that snake alone.
That's not even fucking nice, dude. You're a fucking prick. What leads a person to do this? This is insane. What makes otherwise normal, reasonable people into fucking psychopaths that do weird shit like this?
Oh, I can't put my finger on it.
What could it fucking be?
I'm on a fucking blank, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's very it's gotta be some kind of fucking other factor that's influenced their lives in a negative, fucking profoundly negative way. I don't know.
Could it?
And I'm searching my brain, but I just can't run across anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Christ, it'll come to me. I don't know. Lord Jesus, look at that.
In the last century, it's been estimated that over 100 people have died whilst worshiping with serpents.
Oh no.
Dude's like stepping on the snake and shit. I'm glad that fucking dude got bit. I'm glad he's fucking dead. Fuck him. What a prick.
Same.
Like, why is he abusing this fucking poor fucking animal? Like, how is that fucking allowed? You're just allowed to fucking go up on stage and fucking abuse an animal in front of a bunch of fucking yodeling hicks.
If it's
Fuck
for
that.
religion, yep, there is, TJ.
This shit should be shut the fuck down, and when I'm king, it will be. I'm gonna burn this fucking church to the goddamn ground and spit on the ashes.
Just to let you know, TJ, we're now at 622, so we have made our goal.
Religion or meth? What's the difference?
Meth actually gets you high. Does something.
And when people
are
bitten during service, they don't believe in seeking medical attention, resulting in a serious...
No, I actually completely agree with that because people that have legitimate injuries would have to wait.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking start mailing all these churches black mambas.
Yeah.
Here you go. Handle this one.
of deaths within the community.
One day, I'd like to be just like my dad and my brother. I'd like to die with a rattlesnake bite in church.
Good for you.
We'd all like that too.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, go ahead and take me out.
We
Yeah,
have found some common ground.
Dude, Jesus was not. You know what? This is divine, dude. Jesus did not like this performance. Is like, you know what? Stop it. Stop
The
this
cross
shit.
just crushed the fucking drummer.
Dude, I would totally take this as a sign if I was like this boring, stodgy ass performance to be like, nope, there's divine intervention. This church is wrong. We gotta go to a new one.
Give me some
And by
hash
new one, I mean
browns.
never.
God himself has told you to shut the fuck up. I love how no one even does anything. They're just all like, that's what the fucking, that's like the level of stupor these fucking people sitting in this audience are. All these parishioners are just like, they see the cross just topple over and smash the drum set and shit, and they're just like,
Yeah,
I
go
don't know.
help the dude, you bunch of fucking sheep.
I just don't know how anyone would voluntarily go to this if they weren't making like massive sums of money. Like I get like the people grifting, I get why they're there, but the people that are just going to there giving their money, I don't even understand. I can't even begin to understand why they would do it.
So Scotty informed me a minute ago, you guys heard him, that we have made our fourth goal of the night, which is funny ass 1-star reviews for 600. Next goal up is for 750. We got Ben Shapiro is mad at Andrew Tate for the stupidest fucking reason you could ever imagine. And I'll go ahead at this point and spoil that reason for you a little bit and let you know that it's because Andrew Tate said, in usual Andrew Tate fashion, he's like, I'd rather sleep with a hot trans woman than an ugly cis woman. And apparently Ben Shapiro has 11 minutes or so of things to say about that. So.
Oh no. Oh no!
Yes.
Why do they pick these like really old, unstable dudes to carry this thing? Should they pick like young, strong people to carry? I mean, is that all they
No.
got?
The young, strong people are out there living life and stuff and having a good time. It's only old people that go to these fucking stodgy ass churches anymore.
I can't imagine going to one. I mean, like, I keep saying that, but just like it looks so fucking boring.
Now piss on it and burn the fucking church down around it.
That'd be metal. Yeah, let a demon show up and be like, "You are all cursed." Hellfire shoots up. All these people start getting fucking eviscerated by demons and shit.
Dude, you know that there is some fucking like poor atheist bastard that gets dragged to this shit.
Oh no.
You know, like some poor atheist whose like wife or the parent or somebody in their fucking life drags them to this shit sometimes. Who had the best fucking day in church that day. Who's just stifling a laugh right now as everyone else like, oh! Churches nowadays are good for two reasons: break dancing videos, at least in black churches, and a cure for insomniacs for everyone else. I love how the parishioners of that church are literally more batshit fucking mad and crazy about that statue falling than the ones in that other church were about the fucking the drummer getting fucking crushed or whatever. So that's cool.
Thank you.
All right, this guy belongs in a fucking nursing home getting fed mashed potatoes by an orderly. All right, he doesn't belong talking to me. Okay, here comes the airplane, Grandpa. Open up, hero.
Choo 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 choo.
But instead, he's fucking up here, leaning on a pulpit like it's his walker. Got a bunch of weird gothic candelabras and shit going on. I don't know.
The gothic shit's pretty cool.
Oh shit!
What in the Sam Hill is going on back
Dude,
there?
this dude's so fucking dead that he doesn't even fucking. All he does is just like that shit happens behind him, and he's just like,
what going on?
Well,
God, because joy has come.
Barely doesn't even stop. He's just like, well, on we go. On we plow with the bullshit.
Up, and away. A Catholic priest trying to break a record for most hours flying with helium-filled party balloons vanishes into thin air.
He floated away, dude.
Oh no.
Squeezing into a white thermal flight suit, Adilar Antonio De Carli lifted off Sunday from the Brazilian port city of Paranagua.
Isn't it stubbornness flying in this rain?
There will only be good weather during my flight.
But 8 hours later, he was missing, losing contact with port authority officials after drifting 30 miles off the Brazilian coast. De Carli intended to fly over 400 miles northwest to the city of Dourados when high winds pushed him off course and over the Atlantic.
De Carli strapped himself to 1,000 helium-filled balloons with plans to set a record. Balloons that may have been used by the Roman Catholic priest were found in the Atlantic off southern Brazil Tuesday. A member of De Carli's technical team says hopes of finding him alive are growing more remote.
How did he plan to fucking travel in that direction? Like, I don't even get it. It looks like there's like he literally strapped himself to 1,000 balloons, but it didn't say like, here's how he's gonna steer it. Here's how he's going to maneuver it.
With the power of God.
Oh, well, I mean, if you told me that was the reason, I'd be like, do you just have a death wish? Because that's probably not going to work out that way. It'll knock your pants off.
I was not expecting that. That caught me off. Oh shit! They're fucking.
You gotta go with the dress. That's why you gotta go with the dress or some other outfit, man. Because you trust that skirt, and that's what happens sometimes.
Man.
She was wearing a thong right there.
It's like a butt plug.
Oh shit. Jesus is ascending, dude.
Dude, Jesus is gonna fall.
Jesus is going to heaven,
Look
guys.
at
Holy
this shit.
See you,
If he
Jesus.
doesn't, this is already a huge fucking fail.
He's got his it's like it's clearly not supposed to be riding up his ass like that, but okay. Cool.
I love that. He is in a diaper, yeah.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah! This is ass is fucking hanging
Dude,
out.
Diaper booty Jesus. That's how it goes.
Coming back. And he's going to take down the white man, the Edomites. That's why your Pope is down in the ground. It's going to happen by the year 2000.
The original rulers of England.
Happened by 2000, huh?
Kind of happened, dude.
And Britain were black. That's King George of England. A light-skinned black man. You clearly see the Vikings as black men. You come in and you whitewash everything. Jesus is a black man. They know that in his hometown.
Beethoven.
Black.
Mozart.
Black.
Henry VIII.
Black.
William Shakespeare.
Undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly black.
Without question.
Abraham Lincoln.
That's still in debate.
Well, at least that one's up for debate still.
We don't know on that one. We're not
That
sure.
could be, maybe, no one really knows.
تدور حول الأرض بلا شك هذا هو ما دل عليه القرآن. هم يقولون لا الشمس واقفة والأرض هي اللي تجري. هذا عكس ما جاء في القرآن. كوننا نترك ما دل عليه القرآن ونأخذ بالنظريات هذا لا يكون من المسلم. ويجب على المسلم أن يتبع القرآن.
Hey,
Good.
Reality's not wrong. It's like, wait a minute.
Well, you know, the fucking purely simply observable reality can't trump the Quran, man. You know what I mean?
Dude, I hope a shitty green screen shark busts through and bites this guy in half, fucking
You know what I mean? Like-
Lucy
like-
style.
yeah. Let's
That'd
be
be
honest. Like, even just the still image we're looking at here already constitutes this being a fail. So I don't know what's going to top it, but okay.
I just met you. This is crazy. But here's my number. Call me maybe.
No, I don't want to.
Please don't ever do that again. I'm just going to tell you right here and right now, buddy. Don't ever fucking do that again.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, I've got Mace in my car, bro.
Yeah. Don't
The
ever do
back.
that. Don't ever do that shit.
Let's look at those four phrases separately.
Let's not actually. Who
Are
gives
we
a
really,
fuck?
are we really going to try to analyze this? This is not.
Yes.
This is not like some fucking stairway to heaven. Like, what does the poetry of it mean? There's no hidden message here. It's pretty fucking direct lyrics.
And see how God is revealing to us the name of the Antichrist.
What?
What's he doing?
We're gonna get the fucking name of the Antichrist. Fuck yeah.
I just met you. Now,
Okay.
the I in this case refers to the Antichrist.
Based on what? Based on what, bro?
Understanding the Antichrist is all about the song, dude.
And just meeting you means that he is revealing himself. This is
Okay. Money for me, lords. Thanks.
the Antichrist entrance into the end times.
All right.
And this is crazy. That's the
Okay.
7 years of tribulation.
This has got to be fucking. This has got to be a work. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way this motherfucker is just goddamn batshit nuts,
Who the
right?
fuck knows, dude?
No, he
But
is for
here's
sure.
my
This is
number.
real.
He is talking here about his number of
Oh yeah, the number of the beast, right?
the beast, which he is going to give.
Yeah, this is not a song about fucking two people meeting up, having chemistry, and hooking up or anything. This is a song
No.
about the Antichrist making himself known on the earth, of course.
Every one of us. So call me maybe.
Join us,
Now he's not saying call me on the telephone.
No, of course not. Two That's too pedestrian.
What the Antichrist is saying here is, my name is maybe. Call me maybe.
Oh.
The Antichrist name is maybe.
Nostradamus also called the Antichrist
fucking lame.
Mabus.
Mabus? That's even fucking lamer, dude.
Mabus, come on.
Thank you, Jesus, for your name and for the power. Glory to God. You're not bound to this chair. The day will come, you'll walk out of it. In the name of Jesus. Thanks.
Praise the Lord. Praise him.
He pushed that motherfucker right over.
Oh, get out of that chair, bitch.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Oh, he's getting out, dude.
Maybe help.
Thank you, Lord.
Help him up, maybe.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord, for knocking this guy over.
Yes, Kenneth Copeland thought it was like the plant wheelchair guy, and it's like, oh shit.
Oh shit, that was a real cripple, wasn't it? Fuck, oops.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Now then, you guys, just help him up.
Thanking him for it.
Help him up. Power of God's all over him. He's not hurt.
You can't sue us. There's no liability right there. There's no liability.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord God. Praise.
He's not hurt. He's not hurt. Praise the Lord God. Praise the Lord God. Praise the Lord God. He's not hurt. He's not hurt. That's why there's still people attending to him, because he's not hurt.
Oh.
And Kenneth Copeland just moves on down the line. Like, he's fine. Anyway, next person.
I like the color of that mask there.
Why is
I'm your friend.
Is there a dude on this earth creepier than Kenneth Copeland? Because he's pretty fucking scary to me.
Dude, he's got the fucking craziest eyes I've ever seen on a human being.
He's like he's definitely on next level.
this man so upset with me? His name is Reverend Leroy Jenkins.
No.
What?
No, it's not. No, way.
No.
For decades, the televangelist has brought his crusades to millions of people around the world. This self-ordained minister says he's been blessed with the power to instantly diagnose and cure life-threatening diseases. He says by just looking at someone, he knows all about them. Jenkins says his gifts are real, and he doesn't use tricks like other faith healers.
They wouldn't even know how to heal a toothache.
Jenkins was so confident of his abilities, he challenged us to test him. So the next night, we brought along volunteers. These two people suffer from diabetes, and these two are confined to wheelchairs. But at no point during the event did he try to heal any of the people that we had brought along. After almost everyone had left, we persuaded the Reverend to see if he could diagnose and heal just one of our volunteers.
God told me that you had something wrong in the prostrate, and that he was going to do a miracle.
Prostrate?
You got something wrong in the prostrate, and God told me he gonna do a miracle.
I'm gonna heal that right up for you.
You will release your faith.
That was news to Dan, because he says he never had prostate problems and was tested before and after meeting Jenkins. I spoke to him a week later.
Your prostate seems okay?
Yep, no problem.
He missed the boat on you entirely.
When I tried
Shocking. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me this faith healer's not for real?
to question him. We're not doing anything.
No, I don't want nothing to do. You get out of here, and you're a devil from hell is what you are. You are
Yeah, you a devil from hell is what you are. Get out of here, devil. Get out of here, hell devil.
Satan himself.
evil, okay? Now put that on the nationwide. That's what you are.
Is it fair that you go
Is
around?
it fair that you come over here to make a living off of me?
Oh, dude, it's like, you know what? I got my grift going. I'm making my money. Is it fair that you come grift on me? Bullshit.
Poor Scotty. Can't you see how this poor man is the victim?
He is the victim, dude.
Poor Leroy Jenkins.
He set up his grift first, dude. You don't get to come to his grift and try to make money off his grift. Come
Leave
on
him
now.
alone, guys. Come on.
You can't do any better than come over here to write a story, you atheist. Now get out of here.
But Jenkins has had more than his share of personal problems. In 1979, he served 5 years in jail for conspiracy to commit arson and assault. He was later pardoned. In 1994, he was arrested for grand theft, but the charges were dropped when he agreed to pay restitution. And 7 years ago, he married one of his followers, a 77-year-old widow who just happened to be a $20 million lottery winner.
Wow.
Oh my! It doesn't get any more obvious than that. If you wrote this character to a movie, people wouldn't even believe it.
Despite his past problems, his faithful followers have stuck by him.
I know that he's a man of God, and that God uses him tremendously.
I think he's a man of God, a true man of God.
Amen. A man of God, folks.
Yeah,
a
people
true man of God. Yeah, pretty incredible stuff, you know. I mean, I came here as an atheist, but I gotta say, I think I'm leaving. I'm leaving as a believer. You
One of
guys.
the faithful, TJ. One of the faithful.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like, how can you really deny the power of that man? All right. So, you know, Florida Man's a segment we do here on this show all the time. We love our Florida men. But, you know, because Florida is such a crazy place, you can literally find multiple stories on each of our birthdays.
Yeah.
And
Florida Man is always up to some.
Yeah, and I thought we'd take a look at some incidences that correspond to the days of our births. Now, Paul's, yours was a little harder because of April Fool's Day and stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, you know, on April Fool's Day, there's a lot of stuff that just like, for some reason, that's a day that a lot of people like to post like best of Florida Man compilations and shit.
I see.
I don't know. I think it's because maybe they're like, oh, what can we do for today? April Fool's, Florida Man. Okay, yeah. Best of Florida Man. But I did find some. So don't you fret. Don't you frown. We'll start with me, though. So my birthday is February 20th. This guy, Florida man attacks gas station clerk with hot dogs, corn dog stick over beer, cops say. I gotta say, you know, the student even has a little bit of TJ vibes on him. You know, especially when my hair was a little longer. Let's see what's going on here. Man batters gas station with hot dogs, corn dog stick.
I mean, if you don't get your burr.
Let's see what's happening. I don't know if there's any audio or anything. Oh, he's pissed. Give me my fucking corn dog, piece of shit. You son of a bitch. He's eating his corn dog. He ate his corn dog in one bite. Now he's going to throw the stick at this fucking clerk or something.
That's pretty mild so far. I mean, just kick him out at this point.
Kick his ass out.
Oh, no,
shit. He's poking him with it. He's jabbing the corn dog
right there.
He's jabbing his corn dog stick at people.
That's pretty mild, though. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he barely did anything. I can't believe he got arrested for that hardly. I mean, like, I guess it does technically include a battery or an assault, but the very mild one.
The victim was left with a red mark under her eye, Scotty, due to the
under her eye. Okay, shit, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he poked her eye with it. Apparently.
Yeah, that video did not. I thought he just poked her arm.
Nope, poked her fucking eyeball with the fucking corn dog stick.
No, you poke someone in the eye, you deserve good.
Yeah, that guy's a prick.
That just reminds me of going to the county fair and getting patted down to make sure I don't have any weapons on me, but then buying like a 2-footer corn dog that comes on a spear that you could kill a fucking whale with.
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
Well, sometimes you could win knives in the fucking games at ours. I don't know if that was true at the fair you were going to.
No, it wasn't.
Gotcha.
You can win a shotgun if you hit the mark right there, Sean.
Florida man arrested after using coat hanger like tool to remove bones from dog's stomach.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Down in the very luxurious town of Beverly Hills, Florida. A man in Beverly Hills, Florida was arrested after he allegedly used a handmade tool similar to a coat hanger in an attempt to remove pork bones from his dachshund's intestinal tract.
Please don't.
Police say 58-year-old Anthony Avella took the dog to a local veterinarian when his attempt to remove the bones was unsuccessful. The veterinarian noticed the dog was under extreme stress and recommended Avella take it to an advanced care center for treatment. The Citrus County Sheriff's Office and animal control officers check on the dog's condition and Avella's bones. They found that the dachshund had still not been treated. Avella was arrested and charged with 2 felony counts of practicing veterinary medicine without a license and causing cruel death, pain, or suffering to an animal, according to local reports. The dog is receiving around-the-clock emergency care from local animal control officers and is now expected to recover from his injuries.
Stick a fucking coat hanger up his ass. Eye for an eye here.
This dude is so fucking dumb that he's literally trying to fish bones out of his dog's stomach with a coat hanger. It's like,
yeah, that's not how intestines work. It has to be flexible. Like, oh, the poor fucking dog, dude. Ugh.
This guy's a fucking moron. Sky, now it's time for some on your birthday. Teaching it a lesson. Florida man William Hodge accused of trying to throw live alligator onto building's roof.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah. I agree. You gotta do what you gotta do, Scotty. See, will this play?
Florida man.
Florida man's head, but William Hodge tells police he was trying to throw a live alligator onto a roof to teach it a lesson.
I mean, that alligator.
What lesson is the alligator gonna fucking learn from that, man?
Can fuck with me, bitch.
Alligator gonna learn a lesson. You don't fuck with goddamn. What is this guy's name? Grutus or something? Fucking
Grutus.
Yeah.
I am Grutus.
2-year-old grabbed the poor alligator by its tail, hit it against the awning of a building, throw it on the ground, and stomp on it twice. He tells officers he stole the alligator from an enclosure at a nearby miniature golf course. His charges now include possession and injury of an alligator.
I've been to like places in Florida like that. Like you can like feed alligators hot dogs and shit. You're talking about like a baby alligator. They're not very big.
Poor fucking alligator. It's fucking. I'm gonna teach you a lesson, alligator.
But sometimes dude. Sometimes you're the crazy redneck, but sometimes you're the gator. Because we've had stories about Florida man of people being eaten by alligators. So.
Yeah, that's his name, dude. Heathrow Grutus.
It's my Heathrow Grutus.
What do you guys like better? Someone says Heathrow Grutus, and someone says Grutus Chunkin. I think Heathrow Grutus for this guy.
Katie Johnston for CBS Miami roof to teach it a lesson.
Shut up. Stop talking, bitch. I just want to fucking see a still image of this guy. Ugh. Whatever. Here's another one that happened on your birthday, Scotty. Florida man was plotting to torch 15-story condo to burn Jewish neighbors. Detectives acting on a tip find a storage room with swastikas, Nazi books, 28 containers of gasoline, sulfur powder, and potassium nitrate.
Damn.
Miami Beach. There's the guy. Look at this fucking guy.
Yeah, that's about what I expect when they say someone's going to like destroy an apartment building to kill Jewish people. It's some reprehensible, repulsive, like.
This guy's name is also Grutus. This dude's name is Grutus Slunk. That's his motherfucker's name.
Grutus Slump?
No, his name is his actual name is Walter Stolper. Yeah, that seems about right. I'm Walter Stolper, and I'm gonna burn these damn Jews.
You know they control the whole world, don't you? You know what's the fucked up thing is him getting caught probably in his mind is like that proves the Jews are in control of everything.
Yeah, Miami Beach police said Friday that 72-year-old Walter Edward Stolper is charged with attempted murder after detectives found 28 containers of gasoline and explosive materials inside his storage unit. News outlets report that the police acted on a tip Thursday night and found Stolper in the parking garage of his condominium complex moving 2 plastic containers of gasoline. Police say they also found gasoline-filled containers in the garbage chute dumpster and discovered artifacts with swastikas and books of Nazi ideology inside his residence. In a tweet, police said Stolper was triggered by an upcoming eviction and was angry with his Jewish neighbors. An arrest report says Stolper told detectives he was planning a small barbecue.
Okay, weirdo.
Oh,
happy birthday, Scotty.
It's a great birthday. I mean, Florida man never fails to deliver, dude. It never happens that I've like been let down by Florida man. I have like people trying to destroy buildings. Oh, we got more?
Yeah, it's time for Paul's birthday.
Oh, sure. I thought you already did, Paul.
No, I did me, and then I did you.
Florida man's very giving.
Florida man with lectern at Capitol riot says prison party is off. Claims April Fools. This is a joke. Adam Johnson will not be hosting a going to prison party on Friday, at least not at Caddy's Brendanton. On March 18th, Johnson created a Facebook event. Adam is going to prison, inviting other members to others to celebrate with him before he is scheduled to surrender himself and serve his prison sentence. He had pleaded guilty to one count of entering and remaining in a restricted building after being photographed with Nancy Pelosi's lectern during the January 6th Capitol riots. He's like, yeah, party at fucking Caddy Bradenton's. Nope, guess not. And then finally,
at least my Florida man didn't fucking stick a coat hanger up a dog's ass or throw an alligator on the roof or whatever the fuck, you know?
Well, here's another one, though. This is a story is from April 3rd, but I assume the story itself happened on April Fool's Day because it's Florida man mistakes corpse of 96-year-old suicide victim for April Fool's prank and hurls the woman's body into a dumpster.
Damn.
Oh, fuck.
He was just trying to help clean up, man.
Corpse chucker.
Corpse chucker.
It was not until police arrived hours later that 61-year-old Ronald Benjamin of St. Petersburg learned that the prop he had hurled in the dumpster was actually a deceased 96-year-old woman. The victim jumped to her death from the 16th floor of the Peterborough Apartments, a senior housing complex where she lived, landing on the pavement outside 440 4th Avenue North. So this dude, she jumped out of the building because she's just like, fuck life. I'm 96. My life sucks. She jumps out of the building and dies. This dude comes and sees her body and is like, fucking kids in their April Fool's Day prank bullshit. And just throws her body into the dumpster with you.
I don't know how he possibly thought this was like a prank, though. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. I mean, like someone hit like from 16 stories up. I mean, it'd probably be pretty messy.
Human bodies are heavy as fuck. Have you considered how emaciated a fucking 96-year-old woman
I mean, yeah, someone who's 96 probably only weighs like 110 pounds max.
Good content, guys. Cheers. I just don't know how you would mistake an actual dead body for a fucking prop.
I don't know either.
I don't know. You'd have to be pretty goddamn oblivious.
Yeah. Although I bet like a 96-year-old one, she probably weighed nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably weighed like 70 pounds or some shit.
I guess the smell didn't phase him. I don't know. All right. Time for some 1-star reviews.
I think that's right. This is the last goal we met so far, isn't it?
Yes. Unless we are, have we got to 750?
We are at right now. Let's see. We are at 639.
639. All right, we're at 639. If you guys want to see us do Ben Shapiro's mad at Andrew Tate for the stupidest reason, that's going to be 750. Otherwise, this will be the final one of the night. And later on, we will be doing the Grease Trap. Shortly after the end of this show, we'll be doing the Grease Trap. We're going to do some ugly city tours and do some just talking with the chat and stuff like that. So join us for that. But for now, it's 1-star reviews. I don't think he knows the app tells us exactly what he bought. So he says at 1 star, he says, I didn't order anything. Terrence ordered salmon fried rice, crispy calamari, Japanese pineapple, something.
You're a liar, Terrence.
So Terrence is a fucking lying piece of shit. So here is Naruto Training School. My kids have attended this school for 3 years and we love it here. I found the majority of teachers are excellent, blah, blah, blah. That's a 4-star review. 1-star review. My son was karate chopped in the throat by a Naruto wannabe.
Good.
How do you even explain that, dude?
You know, it can happen, man. Yeah, okay. I'm not reading it. You can look at it. I don't know. This is the local prison. I'll just say free my homie, Tyler. How about that?
My neighbor, Tyler.
Yeah.
My neighbor.
Bad assumption. This is this is against the spirit of this subreddit, Scotty, because this is supposed to be 1-star reviews and this is a 2-star review. This is bullshit. All right, so this is someone reviewing a a book on Amazon.
The author made a major error. This
The
novel is set in Virginia during two time periods, the early 1940s and the summer of 2020. Chapters alternate between the two time periods. The story was enjoyable, but every time I came to a chapter set in 2020, I asked myself, when is the author going to say something about COVID-19? The answer is never. I found that very disturbing and distracting. The author apparently wrote the book before the pandemic and made the assumption that the summer of 2020 would be just like other summers, with large wedding parties, no social distancing, etc. Bad assumption.
Wait, the author was supposed to be a fucking psychic?
Yes.
Yes. Obviously, TJ.
Because the author wasn't. So that's like, oh my God. You're fucking take away. Yeah, pretty well written book. Actually, very engaging and interesting. Held my attention. But the author was unable to predict that the pandemic would happen in 2020. So 2 stars.
Yeah, international pandemic that occurred, like global pandemic. Oh, can't believe it. Idiot.
A review on an apartment that caught Nabito Prime's eye. They told me the rent was $900, but I offered $800, and they persisted on telling me that was $900. Well, I'm not going to take the side of a landlord no matter what the situation is. So
no.
Review for a homeless shelter. 1 star. Too many homeless people.
Well, I mean, what the?
Too many. Too fucking many.
What the fucking? It's a homeless shelter, though. I mean, that's okay.
Don't bother calling for takeout. They put you on hold and never come back. This is the one. We've read this one before.
Yeah,
this is the person that was having a seizure.
Yeah.
But how the fuck is they supposed to know that? Oh, wait, they actually did know that. That's right. They were told, and they still just wrote that review and just left that out. They didn't give a shit. This haunts me. Target store. What?
Huh?
Just gave it 3 stars and just said store.
Store.
They probably meant to say more and just like submitted it too quick. This bar fills top shelf bottles with cheap alcohol. I ordered a Casamigos neat and was served a cheap tequila from the Casamigos bottle. The bartender was a total dick when I told him that was not what I ordered. Whack. Jeff, first of all, no one does what you're saying happened. Yeah, we replaced the middle of the road tequila with a lesser tequila. Bars don't actually do that. I make the same amount of money on either bottle of shit I sell you guys. Fact is, Jeff, you got a Casamigos and the bartender treated you like an idiot because you were a dumb idiot that claimed a false thing. I see you have 3 other 1-star Yelp reviews. Clearly that is because you are a complaining butthole person. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to 1-star your Yelp your mother because she made Jeff the Yelp complaining fart guy baby. Good luck out there in Yelp 1-star crybaby idiot butthole guy land. You suck. The world thinks you suck, Jeff. Yes, the entire world thinks Jeff sucks like a fart. This guy loves farts.
You're a fart.
However, farts are funny. Jeff just stinks. I guarantee the last girl that had sex with you is currently at an AA podium right now. I knew I hit rock bottom when I woke up having had sex with Jeff, the 1-star Yelp reviewer butthole fart face guy. Okay.
Got him.
Quite a fucking
wow.
screed. I feel like maybe you should have fucking truncated that a little bit. Maybe stick with like 1 powerful jab rather than multiple fart references.
Yeah, he called him a fucking fart fucking stiffing piece of shit, dude. You can't get better than that.
McDonald's 1-star, no free puppies.
I mean, what the fuck, dude? If you go to McDonald's, I expect free puppies every time.
Weighted blanket review. Poor guy. 1-star. I miss my wife. I never consider the ramifications of this. Sure, the wife loves it. But if you buy it, you'll never be able to get close to your wife again. Creates a freaking wall of china in bed. It's like she's wearing a freaking suit of armor to bed every night. I hate this thing.
What?
980 people found this helpful.
I've literally Taylor's had a weighted blanket before. It doesn't create a suit of armor.
You can't even touch her anymore, Scotty.
I think this must be for this guy. Like his wife did buy it for that purpose. Maybe she actually did get into a suit of armor. It's like, baby, why are you in a suit of armor? Or Harold, you're a little rapey. You're a little rapey.
I basically know nothing about Jeff, but I'm convinced he's the most worthless, flatulent piece of garbage after that literary destruction.
I mean, clearly.
Amen. I don't know what this one is. I'm not clicking on it. All right. Riverboat cruise leaves on time. 1 star. Wish there was a way to leave 0 stars.
Oh God, that's how you know it's gonna be a shit review when someone says that. Like, if I could give less, I would.
Bought the cruise that leaves at 3:30. Leaves at 3:30. We got to the ramp at 3:30 and they wouldn't let us on. Said they had already pulled everything up and we couldn't board. So warning, just get there 10 minutes earlier. You lose your money. This was the one thing I was excited to do in Savannah. And all I got was no trip and loss of money. So yeah, if a cruise tells you it leaves at fucking 3:30 and you arrive at 3:30, you're not going to board the fucking cruise.
You won't believe it. I bought tickets to a movie, TJ, and it said 3:00. And I got there at 4:45. The movie was almost over. I can't believe it. How could they do this?
Bought a cat from here to feed my snake. Snake wasn't hungry, ended up biting me. After ambulance came as a precaution, I called store, told them what happened. The next day I had a knock at the door from RSPCA. Now I have no snake and no cat. I suspect Pet City called them on me.
No shit.
Yep, and they should have. And you should be dragged out in the street and fucking beaten to death with
Most
a
of these
stick.
places, by the way, only adopt cats. So you adopted a cat to feed to your snakes. You were too cheap to buy it what it's supposed to eat. So fuck you.
Ricky Starr, local guide, 11 reviews. 1 star, not exist. Response from the owner, it exists, sir.
What the fuck, dude?
It's such a word. Does not exist. It does.
Like, what is our chat doing all over these review sites, dude?
Terrible service, comma, denied my fake, but served a kid with a fake ID in front and after me. Oh, no.
How do you know their ID was fake? Did they
1 star. You'll never believe what happened to me. I was just fired from my job and thought I'd buy 6 pints of milk to make me feel better. No, apparently that's too much to ask. Tesco Express doesn't even have milk. I had to buy 6 1-pints of milk, and I dropped one of them on the way back home, not going back again.
How is it their fucking fault you dropped some milk?
Dude, this reminds me. Remember that fucking time when we were doing like websites for people and we fucking did a website for that fucking little 50s diner?
Oh, God, yeah.
And then that dude called you up being like, my fucking
Outlook.
My Outlook Express doesn't work. And we're like, okay. So what?
You broke it.
You broke my Outlook. He's like, we never have touched your Outlook Express, sir. What are you talking about? You need to come set up my Outlook Express. And Scotty had to go fucking set up this dude's Outlook Express because he fucking felt like that was included in his website design. And we're just like, we gotta get out of this fucking business, dude.
It took 2 minutes to do, and I tried to explain it to him how to do it over the internet probably like 20 times and over phone calls. And it was literally like punching in like 2 pieces of information. It's like, it works now. And he was just amazed. Like, I can't believe it works. It's like,
amazing.
Yeah, crazy. You just follow directions, it works.
1 star, verified purchase. I ordered this item as an upgrade for my home PC. I opened the package and it's a freaking block of pressed wood.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Man, sure. Teens and above only. Don't rent for family. This is for 12 Years a Slave. 1 star. Not for children. Don't rent for family movie night. Too much violence and decadence, which was overdone to promote a social agenda and was not historically accurate. Not appropriate for children.
I mean, it's a movie about being a fucking slave for 12 years.
Not historically accurate, Paul. Too much decadence. Okay. Good stuff. Used to work at B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings. Review from there. Buffalo Wild Wings review, 1 star. After my family and I got seated, I sat there with my son and was able to watch the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy before we were even greeted by a server. After my wife and I ordered our beers, we proceeded to start watching the Harry Potter movies in sequence. About halfway through Order of the Phoenix, our beer still hadn't come yet. So we literally just got up and walked out. These guys make the DMV experience feel rushed. I don't know. Is this person just trying to like use like metaphor or something? Or, you know, like
I think a lot of these people are trying to be funny is what's going on.
Like
it's not working.
Because there's no way fucking you actually watch that much fucking content there.
I mean, clearly
But
not.
I don't know. I don't know if this is a person that's so dumb that they think that people will believe that. Or if this is a person that is trying to be funny by like, oh yeah, it took forever. We watched the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy before we were even greeted by the server. Okay. I don't know. Is that, I mean, it's like, I guess you're trying to do comedic exaggeration.
Dude, if you're an impatient motherfucker, just have a rule. Like, if you go to a restaurant or someplace, if they don't talk to you or do what you want in that amount of time, it's like, say it's 20 minutes, just fucking leave. And no one gives a shit about your shitty complaint. Your fucking shitty review doesn't mean shit. No one cares. Shut the fuck up and leave. Go somewhere else.
A review of a pizza restaurant in my area. 1 star. This place is where the last owner cooked his wife and poured her down the drain. Then he threw himself off a cliff and lived same kitchen.
Whoa.
Okay. Good to know. Thanks for the
That sounds
information.
pretty fucking metal, dude.
1 star. Absolutely horrible service. It doesn't even deserve a single star. The bakery behave rigidly and refuses to take clients before business hours, even if all staff is there. They will spend the time to tell you to go away, but not serve you. This is unprofessional. Fortunately, a coffee shop was open not too far from there. Gladly took my money and I got my croissant. How dare a business not serve me before fucking opening hours?
They're not open. What do you want them to do? Just make an exception because you're so special.
Everyone's there. It's like maybe they're fucking baking, dipshit. Maybe they got other shit to do to prepare for the day, and
Maybe
can't
they just don't
fucking
want to serve
anyone.
you.
They can't serve. I mean, like if a bakery started serving people before it was open, then it would be open before then. Like if the bakery says open at 5, but they start serving everybody who fucking shows up at 4:30, then it's open at 4:30 at that point.
Yeah,
and that means they have to get there even earlier to set shit up.
The reason a place
people are like, just because the employees are present doesn't mean service is ready to start. You fucking moron.
Nope. And the reason a place doesn't open as soon as everybody gets there is because you got to count the tills. You got to fucking make whatever it is you're selling usually.
Especially in a bakery, because people expect shit to be fresh baked.
Yeah.
They're fucking baking, dipshit. Especially a croissant. They're baking the fucking croissants. They're not ready for your fat ass to eat yet. Jesus Christ, man. How are people? I mean, I don't know.
I got my croissant elsewhere. Oh, what a tragedy.
Do a couple more. Review of Portland, Maine. The whole town, I guess. I found I was allergic to corn on the cob here. I would give Portland 12 thumbs down if I could. My friend told me there was a Subway here, and I thought he meant an underground one, so I sold my car before I moved here. But he just meant the restaurants. Dude, whatever. Shut up. You're not fucking real. Get out of here. My girlfriend left me, blah, blah, blah. It's trying to be funny.
Yeah.
You're not funny. Go away. I'll be funny. You fucking just sit there and do whatever you're doing. Tonight I came to the adventure games expecting to play D&D. It was my first time joining a group of individuals I had come to like and always enjoyed our sessions. Yeah, group of individuals. I chose to leave shortly after arriving, however, as the owner, Blank, decided to shout at us and act as a child in front of the whole establishment about a conversation we had last week that he deemed inappropriate, making more than one patron feel quite uncomfortable, I am sure. He was gauche and didn't care to hear about our side of the story, even though some of the group has been playing there for years without incident, and now they are no longer welcome. If that is the power of a review, then I hope this one stings, because neither I nor my friends will be frequently in your place of business any longer. All right, I'm going to see. I'm just waiting for the shoe drop from this response from owner here.
Yeah, I can't wait.
You are correct. We did do the conversation your D&D group had last week about beating up women and getting around a strip club no-touch rule so you could assault those women as inappropriate. We have a strict no-tolerance policy about such matters, and both players who engaged in the conversation admitted they were wrong. Their actions were a clear violation of our store's code of conduct and the rules set forth by Wizards of the Coast. So there was no need for us to hear about anyone else's side of the story. I'm sorry that Blank's reaction. You know what? I'm gonna say I think this dude is probably an asshole for his little snippy review and shit. But I don't know. I feel like I'd be a hypocrite as the guy, as you know, one of the people who did the fucking dank Dungeons and Drunken Dragons shit, to fucking be like, no, shouldn't do that in this fucking story. Shouldn't do that in this fantasy world. That's wrong.
They're not saying that. They're
fantasy
saying they
game.
can't do that there.
Wizards of the Coast doesn't get to decide what you can and can't put in your D&D shit. Sorry.
I mean, if they have a business, I mean, I guess they can. I mean, they kicked them out.
All right. So here's
I don't agree with it, but at the same time, it's their business.
So here's they're pouring it on. I'm sorry that Blank's reaction made you uncomfortable. Maybe you can begin to understand how the 13-year-old girl and her father felt when they were put in such an uncomfortable situation. They got up and left during the middle. Yeah, if you're gonna fucking have a session like that in a public fucking spot, you should probably kind of like keep the volume low enough. Like it's very possible to have a conversation at a table and only be heard by the people that are fucking next to you at the fucking table.
Nah, fuck that. Keep your kid at home. You don't want him to hear any fucking thing. Let me play my D&D. Leave me the fuck alone.
So you don't think a 13-year-old girl should be allowed to play D&D, Paul?
Wow,
Damn, nobody stopped her from playing D&D.
So she has to exist in an environment where
no, she doesn't have to pay attention to what everybody else is fucking saying in the place. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Why is this group of people responsible for this dude's daughter overhearing some shit that they said? Teach your kid not to be fucking eavesdropping and shit. Or write a better D&D campaign so that you don't have time to pay attention to what everybody else.
If you have a business,
I feel like
and you set a code of like, this is the rules of our business. I mean, and they violate the rules, then that's their business, right?
Yeah, I mean, black people in my business.
No, that's actually not true under the law. There's a protected classes of people. There are different things like that, but I'm saying that's not with the exception of those laws.
I think that honestly, like these dudes probably should have just been told to keep it down. I'll be the moderate on this one. I just think like if you're gonna have a game that's raunchy, maybe just keep the decibel level a little lower. Because like if other people at other tables can hear you, you're probably talking too loud anyway. Because people, even if you're gonna take the inappropriate shit out of it, like if I'm playing a game over here, I don't want to hear snippets of your game over there. Your fucking shit should be the volume of the table you're sitting at.
Yeah, we don't even know the configuration.
That goes for
set up.
That goes for restaurant settings too. By the way, I don't want to hear anyone else's fucking conversation. I understand I'm going to hear the chatter of your shit, but if I can make out distinctively what you're saying without trying to, you're fucking talking too loud. But yeah,
it's just a way to control people's fucking speech and expression. Oh, it's your job to help me raise my kid, public. No.
Cathedral Notre Dame de Paris. 1 star.
It's on fire? Come on, man.
It was. Fair enough. United States, 1 star. Wouldn't recommend. I mean,
fair enough.
That's fair.
I can't argue with that one.
McDonald's, 1 star. This place is great. Everyone should go eat here every day so the population can go down and Oregon can get back to how it was. Yeah.
Can you give it 5 stars then?
Yeah, what's with the 1 star review?
Yeah, like, why give it just 1 then? Shouldn't you be like promoting it more heavily?
All right, 1 more. This better not be someone trying to be funny. 1 star. The strippers are very grimy. I forget her name because all I could think about was getting the hell out of there, but she tried blackmailing me. I kind of let it slip my wife would kill me if she found out I was at your establishment. Your dancer found my Facebook page and told her if I didn't give her $500, she would private message my wife and spill the beans. Needless to say, I'm now $500 poorer and steadily scared that at any moment my wife will attack me with a hammer again with her newfound knowledge. But other than that, we had a lot of fun. One girl was amazing on the pole. It made up for the other girl's inability to use the pole properly. Beers were a bit pricey, but at least they were cold. I will definitely be returning. Although I'm a little worried about running into Black Widow again. I don't think that's worth the risk. Don't waste your time.
He got blackmailed, but he stayed?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever, dude.
He's like, and he gave it 1 star, but says he'll go back, but then says it's not worth the risk. So I'm kind of confused about what this guy's fucking stance on this establishment is.
Other, you were shaken down by a stripper, but then the beers are pricey, But you know what? The other girl, she knows how to work that fucking pole, so I'd probably come back.
1 star. Peed on my phone. I thought this would be a urine-based pregnancy test, and I peed on my phone. I had to get a new phone just to give this review. Terrible. There's no pregnant. I mean, there are pregnancy apps on the fucking iPhone, but there's none that can actually work and tell you that.
Oh, another American genius.
That shit shouldn't even be allowed on the store. I mean, really, you should just be smart enough to know that there's no way your phone can fucking tell you if you're pregnant or not. But like, hey, good stuff. Women posting their L's, yeah. So Scotty, I don't believe we met that goal, right?
Let me check. I check Streamlabs. I'll give you our grand total. Okay. Carry the 1. What about the hypotenuse triangle? See if that's that. We go nope. We are short.
No. Well, we will. That means we will see you guys. If you want to join our Patreon, we're doing it at 5,000 patrons. We're going to be doing the Manatee Gauntlet. So for everybody who joins the Patreon, you're helping that to happen.
Yeah.
And tonight on the Grease Trap, which will be happening in about 10 minutes time, we will be taking some Google tours of some of the ugliest cities in America and see if they're really all that ugly. Because I'll be honest with you, I didn't think all this. I mean, from what I saw, there wasn't that much ugliness to the cities that were lambasted as ugly. But maybe we'll discover otherwise.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's a very superficial little look. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you everyone who donated. Thank you everyone who commented. Thank you to everyone who's going to give us a thumbs up. All that good shit. Goodbye.